Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It is a great day to be alive on this Thursday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, Packer backer, Packer owner, with a new, fresh twist.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you.
Hey.
You're becoming more culturally competent. I like that.
Hey, it's been a year plus, and I'm getting there, Kyle. He's Kyle Wallace. Alongside me, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. It's been a long time since I let the audience know that you were also an AFC Championship runner-up, a two-time Rose Bowl runner-up, a state championship final runner-up. Anything else?
That basically covers it. That covers all the second place finishes.
Did you ever win a conference championship? Yes, you did. So you have a conference championship ring, right?
Yeah,
so you got a ring.
A lot of regular season championships, right? Winning the division, winning the conference. Postseason, you kind of scratch and claw at it, but you never get the big prize. Kind of a bummer, but hey. And we even talked about our KBN Fantasy Football League. Our guys were like, hey, how are we doing in it? Benny Buckets is doing well. Kyle, I think you're right in the middle of the pack.
Cool.
I'm right in the middle of the pack, right where I'm supposed to be. Second place, Brad.
Make a late push to the championship and then
probably lose.
Now, there's no other place to start than with Kyle Wallace. And if you want to chime in, I think you're going to want to. I'm going to tell you you're going to want to. It's 800-990-3776 is the ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. You can see our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison. Kyle's got some mommy issues.
Oh, whoa. How we going to start like that? Mommy
Maybe
is
I'm the problem.
Come on now. So here's the thing. I don't understand why this is a big deal. I really don't. I simply was letting you all in on my personal life.
Well,
right?
what's going on in your personal life right now, Kyle?
And so for me in my personal life, so we're having this Halloween party, and I know I had to go to my parents' house to pick some stuff up. And on top of that,
why'd you have to go to your parents' house to pick stuff up?
Because they have Halloween stuff. We don't have Halloween decorations. We just recently moved into our home. We don't really have Halloween decorations. But baby girl, as y'all know, I'll call it a woman that I love. She's currently out of town for work. And what I discovered when baby girl goes out of town for work, which she frequently does, once every couple months, is that the house is a lonely place to be by yourself. And so I found out when I tried to sleep by myself in this bed that we bought together, I was, restless throughout the night. I was turning, waking up on my phone. I said, I can't do this. I tried it again, restless throughout the night, tossing and turning, thinking about, man, where's my baby at, right? So I decided after having some restless nights that whenever baby girl goes out of town, Kyle's going to go kick it at the parents' house, spend the night at the parents' house. The bed that I grew up sleeping in, still there. So at that point, the groove in the bed you can have, right? When you lay your body down, your groove is still there. It's perfect. It's like I never left. So I just go parents' house, kick it with them, go to sleep, get up, go to work, give mom a kiss, dad a hug. Off to work.
It sounds like you're going to school.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just a wild revelation. I can't believe you don't stay at your own home. I mean, Kyle, you bought this home. You're paying a mortgage on it.
Uh-huh.
Can you be king of the castle if you don't hold your ground?
Hey, yeah, you say you're the man of the house.
You're the man of the house,
I'm the man-
Kyle.
I'm the man
Sounds
of the
like
house.
you're not.
I
Sounds like you can't
understand
survive
myself.
without baby girl.
Sounds like it's kind of the queen of the house, but you're just kind of there to,
No.
that's where you're most comfortable.
No. I mean, I realized, again, self-realization. I understood that maybe, just maybe, I'm not somebody who can be made to be without my baby girl, especially when it comes to sleeping in my own bed. So for my own personal health, Mr. Brad, I can't believe you're judging. All that stuff you do for your own
it's
dang
funny
health.
you said that,
This is
Kyle.
for my personal health and well-being.
This is where I was going to go next, because it's been well documented that Brad and Lexi, his wife, they don't do anything without each other, right? Like their lives are intertwined in everything they do. When Brad wants to go to bed, all right, Lexi, let's shut the lights off.
Yep.
And they have a cuddle routine, a true cuddle routine that they do every single night. So when Lexi's out of town, how do you cuddle a routine with yourself?
Well, there's no easy way to do it. I push through. I don't give up and hang, throw the white flag like Kyle, where he has to vacate his home. But yeah, for me, I try to, honestly, a little secret is take Lexi's pillows and I sort of like create like a little, like, not a barrier, but like a fake pillow Lexi where she can just kind of lay there. So at least if it's in the dark of night and I feel like I normally would turn to Lexi to cuddle, at least there's some pillows there to make me feel like it's as close. But I don't vacate my own property.
800-990-3776. When Kyle's baby girl is out of town, he sleeps at his parents' house like he's 12 years old again. We put it on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Do you sleep better alone or with your significant other? Alone? Just put it up. 100% right now.
Oh, come on. You must be the one that voted.
Don't you sleep better? Oh, you don't sleep better alone.
I will say.
Don't you know?
I definitely don't sleep better alone. So I'm with you on that, Kyle. That like once you do this for so often, I don't know. It's just like there's a comfort there. It's just so cozy. It's so nice.
It is.
Especially with Lexi and I, right? You can't really tell where a lot of times where I end and Lexi begins. That's how close we are. But
can you create like they do this like when my fiance was pregnant, they had the pregnant pillow. Can we get a molding pillow of baby girl's figure?
And the thing is, after trying it, I don't want a molding figure. I enjoy it. I'm not going to be shamed into enjoying family time. I love my mom. I love my dad. I enjoy
Have you
it.
cut the umbilical cord yet?
Yeah, umbilical cord is cut. I come to work every dang day. If I wasn't cut, I'd just be living off of them.
Are you sure this isn't something like, a lot of parents enjoy being empty nesters, and this is like Kyle knocking on the door and like, oh, here we go.
No.
Kyle, we sent him away 15 years ago.
Last night, you know what I did? I worked, and then I had to go get my dreads retwisted, and I just popped up. In my mind, I had it planned out. I was going there. Didn't give him a heads up. Just opened up the garage door. Hey, what y'all doing? What's to eat? What we got going on here?
So it's always the free food.
It
always comes back to free food with Kyle, too.
At what point in the arrival do you declare, hey, this isn't just dinner, I'm staying the night?
Oh, they don't care. They don't care. I legitimately.
Can we ask them? Can I ask them?
Do they care? My dad.
Would they join the show? Because I would love to talk to the Wallaces to get the true perspective.
They won't join the show. My dad he doesn't really care too much. He probably would, he can't
his
be here all
voice
the
is
time.
getting high, folks. His voice is getting higher.
My mother embraces it. I'm telling you, I woke up and I went downstairs before I went to work, and she was moving around the kitchen. She was excited to see her baby boy.
I have a couple follow-ups for you.
Yeah, and I have a couple follow-up answers for you.
Fantastic. Do you sleep with a nightlight?
No.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I am not.
Do you believe there are monsters in your basement?
Not at the current place. We have a blessed place.
Oh, not at the current place.
No weird noises. We're all good.
So why do you
Blessed
vacate
place.
the premises? Why don't you just invite one of your boys over to spend the night?
Come on now. I inviting my boys over to my house. Then
No,
I gotta entertain.
You're running to mommy and daddy.
Well, I don't understand. I enjoy. Do y'all not love y'all parents? I think there's a bigger question. Y'all don't love y'all parents where y'all want to spend time with
We love
them?
our parents, very much so, but we're grown men.
Yeah.
We have our own
Powerful.
homes.
Powerful.
Listen, I enjoy spending time with the family, talking. We talked about the trip coming up. We got stuff organized. We watched some TV together yesterday. I really enjoy it. And guess what, fellas? Baby girl don't get back to Friday. So where y'all think I'm going?
Mom and Dad.
God dang right.
800-990-3776. Randy in a dump truck. Hit that horn, buddy.
Hey, Kyle, I got when the girlfriend's gone, I believe Ben still got that blow-up doll. I'm sure he'd let you use it. You can put that next to you.
Judy.
Hey, remember what I said about Judy? Judy is a flapjack Judy. I want some big booty Judy. That's what I'm looking for. Judy ain't good for me.
Chris chimes in 800-990-3776 in response to Kyle sleeping at his parents' house because his baby girl's out of town for work. Kyle is such a baby. He needs someone to clean up and take care of him. So when his girl is gone, he runs home to mama.
Not true.
I'm the problem.
Not true. I just enjoy being around people, man.
Is there anything you're unwilling to do, like yourself? Like I know baby girl cooks for you.
Wait a minute
all
now,
these
wait a minute
things.
now, wait a minute
I
now.
feel like you need to be taken care of. This is what it comes down to. If baby girl is not there to take care of you, you got to go to mom to take care of you. I get it. I mean, it's a nice perk to have women that love you in your life.
I think I need to change the way I've been referring to my daughter as baby girl because I don't want it to be confused with Kyle's baby girl.
Yeah, no, not confusing. No, not at all. And actually, when I came home, there was no food to eat, so my brother ate some crackers. But I had to ask.
How many times have you done this?
Oof, I do it a lot. Like I don't
Like
mind
once a month?
No. Well, she hasn't. Since me and her moved in together. Nah, not as often. But because remember, I used to do Tuesday.
How long have you lived with her?
Since April.
So we're at 6 months.
Yeah.
And how often is she out of town?
Probably once every 3 or 4 months.
Do you enjoy going to your parents' home to sleep more than you do enjoy spending time with her?
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
Which
Absolutely
bed is
not.
comfier?
Oh, the new bed we got. Shout out to.
I don't know, the way you describe the way that you go home to that bed that's like foam fitted for you.
Oh, yeah, one of our partners, I think we have Steinhoffels here. I got a bed from them.
This is an interesting
Fantastic.
question. Your bedroom at your parents' house, is it like time capsule-esque? Like, is it the same exact as when you graduated in 2008?
Hasn't been touched.
So it's like you're walking
Hasn't
into
been touched.
senior year Kyle Wallace, 2008.
No, it hasn't been touched.
and-
When I graduated, I went to grad school and all that, and I still came back. It hasn't been touched.
Wow.
Hasn't been touched. Still stuff there.
800-990-3776.
Dude, when y'all
Tim
go-
chimes in. You are super cringe, Kyle.
Oh, it is what it is. When you guys travel to go see family, do you stay with family too? Like I'm going to Michigan this weekend.
Keyword travel.
I'm going to stay with my aunt and my uncle. It's too many of us in a house that's not big enough. But
When Lexi and I lived in Jacksonville or Carolina, when we come back to Wisconsin, yes, we'd stay with our parents as opposed to getting a hotel room. But the equation completely changes when you have your own home 15 minutes away.
I think you guys are just afraid to be yourselves. Not me. Not me. I do anything to make you happy.
Come on. I want to hear from Mama Wallace.
Mama Wallace is at work right now.
What about Papa Wallace?
Papa Wallace is probably out somewhere kicking it, smoking a cig, enjoying his life.
It sounds like you should send me Papa Wallace's phone number.
I'm not sending you Papa Wallace. Papa Wallace is not made for radio.
Are you scared? That
No,
he's-
Papa Wallace
Hey,
is
Kyle,
not.
I think you should just be yourself and have your pops on the radio.
Papa Wallace is not made for radio.
Why is that?
His personality is there. Mama Wallace made for radio. Papa Wallace not made for radio. He's not a radio type guy. He's the opposite of energetic.
That's okay. He'll give us his true stoic self about how he feels about his son just mooching off of their free food and
Wait a
Reuben
minute,
board.
you birthed me into this world. That's what happens.
So what personal effects do you have over there? Do you have a toothbrush? Do you have
Toothbrush,
eyebrows?
toothbrush, no toothpaste.
Do you pack an overnight bag?
Oh yeah, my overnight bag is upstairs because we have our Halloween
You
party.
brought your overnight bag from your
why did you
parents'
leave it in
house
the
to
car?
work?
Yeah, because of the fact we have our Halloween party and I have my
he
Halloween
has an extra
costume.
outfit.
Have my Halloween costume upstairs. Yeah, I don't understand what the big deal is. I'm just being me, baby.
It's just bizarre.
It's not bizarre.
Yeah,
No,
just,
it's not.
I've never heard of this before.
Steven chimes in. Who wipes Kyle's bum when he has to go to Boom Boo at work?
Myself, unfortunately.
Jeez.
I don't see the big deal. I'm serious. You guys should try. You should try it, Brad. You should try it.
I like my home.
I like
my
home.
own bed.
I love my home. I love my bed, but it's a little sad when
Oh,
I'm
he's
not
doing it
around
again. He's doing it again.
I love my home. I love my home, but I just love my mama a little bit more.
I mean, that's
I
true.
mean,
I do.
I-
Can I, how about baby girl? Is baby girl able to call in to give her true feelings about you staying at the parents' house while she's gone?
Baby girl's at a conference right now, so she's working right now.
Does she know you're staying at the parents' house?
Yeah,
each night?
she knows that 100%. We
Does she
FaceTime
think it's
last
weird?
night. No, not at all.
Do you pack a phone charger? That's another thing. That'd be like a classic thing you'd bring on the way.
I just use my computer cord charger actually, just to charge that there because nobody has.
Can we have a
everybody
sleepover? Can we play video games in the basement?
Sure, there's no gaming system there, but definitely.
I'd rip a dart with Papa Wallace in the basement.
Yeah, you better bring a gas mask because the man smokes a lot of cigarettes, so it smells like a lot of smoke down there.
Wow.
You have one supporter, and that's Jake K, who clearly is a mama's boy as well. I'm with Kyle on this one. Ain't nothing wrong with being a mama's boy. Are you going to do this when you're 40?
Yeah, when does it stop?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, fellas. We'll in 2040 when we're still, or 2030 we have KBN. We'll figure that out.
Kyle, quick hypothetical for you.
Yes.
Tonight you sleep at your parents' house. Your head hits the pillow. About 3:30 a.m. you wake up. You had a bad dream. What next?
Call baby girl.
Nah, he's going to crawl in
He's
between
going.
mommy
he's,
and daddy.
He's knocking on the door, right?
Can I come in?
Y'all are taking it too far. Hell no.
We're taking it too far.
No.
We're taking it too far.
I'm telling y'all, give it a try. Y'all can judge all you want. You guys are falling into the trap of society, right? When did it become so bad to be able to be connected to your parents where you say, you know what? where you say, you know what? I miss my parents. I want to go hang out with my parents, right? I just want to spend the night at my parents' crib, kick it, wake up in the morning, see two people that you love in the morning before you go to work.
Are you trying
I'm
to get
so
in the
positive
trust
today?
fund or something? Make sure you're in good graces?
Come on now. My parents ain't got no trust fund. I'm just a middle-class boy from Milwaukee. We ain't no trust fund.
There's nothing wrong with what you're describing to go get dinner with your parents, hang out with them a little bit. Just the sleeping thing. Like, it's not your house. Like, you have your own house to live in. You pay the bills there.
Yeah.
You have a mortgage there.
Yeah, I pay the bills.
That's your
there.
home.
I
That's
get to
where
lay
you
my
sleep.
head where I want. You should try it, Brad. And Ben, I know your dad doesn't
all right.
live up this way, but you should definitely try it, Brad. I'm telling you this right now.
Can I? That's what I'm saying. If my fiance goes out of town, I need a place to go to feel like I'm at home.
You want to come to my parents' house?
Yeah, I'd love to kick it with Wallace's.
Come on. You can come kick it with the Wallace's.
I would do this.
The food is scarce sometimes, but
What's the highlight of staying at the parents' house?
Honestly,
like if we do a
I mean-
KBN sleepover, what would be the highlight of staying at the Wallace house?
Cigarette.
So if you smoke cigs, then you'll love it. You guys can bond over that. But honestly, the best thing about it is that I go over there less now that my baby girl and I moved in together like 15, 20 minutes away. And so it's just nice to be able to just kick it, talk, and have conversations and chat. Like, honestly, I love having conversations with the fam, man. It's cool.
800-990-3776 on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Do you sleep better alone or with your significant other in the bed? And our poll results are echoing society's divorce rate. 50-50.
Wow, that's deep.
That's a shame.
You're part of the problem.
No, I'm not. I love when baby girl, when she's here with me. I hate when she's gone.
800-990-3776. If you have anything to share about Kyle's weird habits and way too obsessive nature with his mom and his dad and his family, please chime in. Or if you think it's sweet, maybe that's why his baby girl loves him. Brad Nortman, our NFL player. Punter. Spent time with Robert Salah in the Jacksonville Jaguars era. He's going to give some insights on what Robert Salah was like and how he can help the Green Bay Packers with UKBN Nation next.
Maybe I'm the problem.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
My offer, as we've come up with it at KBN, thanks to JD and Fondy, reutilizing Judy, who is still in my garage right now.
Is she a big booty Judy or a little flapjack booty Judy?
She's got a little something to her. I'll say that.
Oh, she got some
Judy the blow-up doll. She got a little something to her.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
What does the skeleton say before dinner? A bon appetit. And why did the ghost go to the bar? For the booze. Yeah, Halloween jokes can be corny. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Since 1960, we've provided the most spooktacular selection and savings in town. From skull-shaped vodka bottles and pumpkin cream liqueurs to adult trick-or-treat bags and your favorite seasonal wines and beers. We've got the spirits to get you in the spirit. Combine our selection with everyday low prices and 2 convenient locations, and Discount Liquor is the one trick-or-treat stop you can't skip. Discount Liquor, locally owned and family operated with 2 locations, in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow in Maine. See all of our specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Don't miss a moment of football this season at 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee, your one-stop, must-stop viewing destination. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-serve beer wall, over 50 HD TVs, and game day specials. What more could you need? If you're not at the game, this is the place to be every Saturday and Sunday. View the vendor list and 30 self-serve beer options at 3rdstreetmarkethall.com. That's 3rdstreetmarkethall.com.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
I'm joined by Dr. Rick Papandrea. What's the process when deciding if someone needs surgery or not?
The surgeons here are just that. We are surgeons, but all orthopedic surgeons evaluate a patient and attempt to get them better without surgery. And then we have other non-surgeons here as well. Everybody is coordinated to get people better. And if we can do that without surgery, great. It's typically the best way to get somebody better. But there are just certain injuries that won't get better on their own. They fail to get better without surgery, or they're clearly such that they need surgery.
Does someone's personal interest and feelings play into medical decisions?
We have to look at the patient and decide what's best for them. It's always good to ask the doctor, what would you do? But I always turn that back around and say, well, I'm not you. Let's look at what you need, because some patients may have the exact same sort of needs that I have, but what I need or what I think will work isn't always the best thing for the patient given their specifics.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
The kick is up and wide left.
Why don't they customize the goalposts?
Gina Della from Pella? How'd you get into the booth?
No, listen. If they made our goalposts just a little wider, and why just yellow? It's Green Bay. Add some green stripes.
Sure, Gina. Should they also remove the G at midfield and paint a Pella crest?
Okay, Wayne, I get it. You can't customize a football game to go the way you want, but Pella can customize your home the way you want. From durable materials and fold-away hardware to custom colors and ease of maintenance, backed by quality craftsmanship, energy efficiency, and warranties that will last for years.
And this has got to be the Pella Dagger.
Right now, get 0% interest for up to 60 months at PellaWI.com. Okay, now I've got popcorn and soda.
Right here.
$22.50, please.
Too bad we can't customize concession prices.
That's it. You got this, partner? I'm out of here.
Hold your appointment on or before November 8th. Certain restrictions apply.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Our very own Kyle Wallace has his significant other / baby girl / longtime girlfriend out of town, which means he goes and stays at his mommy and daddy's house, and when he has a bad dream, he goes to sneak in the bed to make sure he feels safe and comforted. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Alex Strofe is running the show. We have a poll up there, and it's crazy that it actually is 50-50. Do you enjoy sleeping alone or with your significant other more? And it is 50-50. Legitimately, 52-48. But it's hovering around that 50-50. If I had to vote, which I did vote together. Because as much crap as I gave Kyle, as a new parent, right? Like, I'm just like, hey, I'd love to have you there just in case something goes wrong. And you're mom, I'm dad, and dad's not as good as mom.
Wait, so this is all because you want to offload responsibility? Not
Maybe.
Because you actually enjoy sleeping with her?
It's 50-50.
Oh,
just
Ben.
like the poll.
You know what you need? You need a cuddling regimen. That's what you need. Start to cultivate that, that closeness. Boy, it's a beautiful thing.
I don't have a cuddling.
More like Brad.
There you go.
I don't have a regiment whatsoever. I just have an enjoyment, an attachment, a routine.
Clearly. Howard in Sherman Park, 800-990-3776. You're up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Well, Kyle, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
And the reason is kind of a little creepy in a way.
Uh-oh.
When your parents are gone, no matter how much time you spend with them, you wish you'd have spent more.
Mom and Dad, I'm coming home tonight.
Yeah, now I feel bad.
Howard, thank you, Howard. See, that's the thing. See, I deal with some immature people here. I love you, KBN Nation and Ben and Brad, but they don't understand. You got to cherish the moments that you have with your loved ones. And so I get to cherish every single moment. Shout out to you, Howard, for bringing some sense to these guys. I love my mama and daddy.
Howard, thank you for the call.
You're welcome.
The most sincere man to ever listen to sports radio, ever.
Yeah, balanced perspective. How about that?
Yeah, wisdom. That's what that is. He sure told y'all.
Can we call my dad on the air right now?
It's like that moment in Big Daddy.
Daddy, I love you. Get Papa Brust on the phone.
You want me to call Big John?
Yeah. You need his number? I want to call him after that. Howard's got me on my feels.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all now. Look who's laughing.
Can somebody talk while I send Strofe my dad's number?
Brad, did that change your mind?
Can we call your parents too?
Because Brad, your parents actually live not too far
Benny,
from
I'll do respect to Howard, which was a great call. Can we give Kyle's pops a call? I would rather talk to him.
I've tried that.
I told y'all, Papa Wallace ain't doing this. He ain't dealing with all that.
You know why? Because he comes on this and hears how Kyle's talking about how, it's a place of comfort. He'd be like, What are you talking about on the radio? What are you coming over here? He give you the business. That's why you don't want him on.
Here's the thing that, like, I wonder if Howard took into consideration. I wonder if your dad thinks about this, or all of our dads. If I were to come back and be like, Mom and Dad, I'm going to stay home for a little bit. I think my dad might lovingly say, son, you have your own damn house.
Exactly.
I raised you to be a man and to stand your ground and be the king of your castle.
Diana McGuanago, 800-990-3776. How do you feel about Kyle staying at his parents' house?
Hey, I don't have a problem with that. You should cherish your family while you have them, Ben, because I don't have either one of mine anymore.
Let them know, Dirty Diana.
Okay.
This went really serious really fast.
Yeah.
That's not funny. I'm talking.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at the fact that y'all feel bad now because Dirty Diana, though she took it to the place of that, like I honestly don't do it because of that. I do it because I enjoy spending time with them.
Obviously, I love my parents.
I was not thinking of like, and Dirty Diana is absolutely right, and Howard's absolutely right because that makes sense. We all know that when people move on, obviously you miss them. But what I'm saying is the fact that. Listen, I just enjoy being around them, right?
All right, I'm done with your soap opera.
No one's saying you shouldn't spend time with your parents. We all love our parents here.
I'm sad.
But like,
I'm frankly just sad right now.
That's why I was like, I got to call my dad now. This is like, Diana just did the thing where it's like something tragic happened, and now you need to call your parents and let them know you love them.
Yeah, this backfired. This backfired big time.
Yeah, didn't it? Y'all thought it was all fun and games.
It's still objectively strange.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Like my girlfriend, whom I share a space with, was out of town for work. Yeah, facts.
Mooch.
Was out of town for work Saturday through Tuesday night.
And you was eating up all her food, sleeping in her bed.
I buy the food. I did sleep in her bed with her dog, and it was lovely. I was spread out. I was man-spreaded. Those legs were wide. My arms
this
were
is
out.
what a mooch does. A mooch comes into somebody else's place. They don't pay no damn rent around there, and they just sleep there.
I pay bills. I pay bills.
You're elite.
And you're leeching
Kyle,
off
you're
your
doing
parents.
that of your parents.
And you already did it for 18 years.
They birthed me, okay? It's a
Well, your
difference.
mom
And you've been
birthed
nothing
you.
but an expense.
Yeah, you're supposed to give back to your parents once you turn 18.
Like the dream for people that make it big, right? They buy their parents a house. You know what you do? You say, Mom, what's for dinner tonight?
I need more. More.
Yeah, frequently I've just...
Content director of 1017 The Truth. ESPN Wisconsin radio host.
Making big paychecks. Doesn't give back.
Yeah, I do give back to my parents.
Now you did declare yesterday that you will take no Jordan Love slander anytime, anywhere moving forward. And I think Ainsley has some thoughts on that because he's next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Strofe, I think you got to pot him up or I can put him on. Let's try this. Ainsley, you're up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hey.
So, in relation to Kyle, I mean, Kyle's stock has risen with what y'all said yesterday. In general, I mean, I don't know a fantasy football quarterback I'd rather start than Love on my team right now. But with the mom parents thing, I get spending time, get all that. But really, sleeping there, if I heard you right, 20 minutes away, I mean, take your binky home with you and take your thumb out of your mouth, Kyle.
Thank you, Ainsley.
Dang,
I think he
Ainsley.
echoes a lot of KBN Nation. Robin Madison, you're next on Kyle Wallace staying at his parents' house when his baby girl goes out of town.
What up, mofos?
What up?
So it hurts me to say this, but out of all you, I think Ben Brust is the most manly out of all of you.
Wow. Shots fired at you,
drop
Brad.
that call.
Hey, Rob, I work on this show too. Thank you very much.
You don't
why?
have a home or an apartment.
Why is Ben Brust more manly than us?
Brad, I think your woman makes you chant skull at night in bed.
Makes me what?
Chant skull.
That was good. Ron's a listener. Ron, I forgive you. I don't
His name is Rob, damn it.
Kyle.
Yes, Rob.
You, dude, you got your woman gone, and you choose to go to your parents? I'd be going out of state, changing my name and profession, and spreading the love, baby.
Oh, wow.
How long you been married for, Rob?
I made that wrong decision once. Never again.
Congratulations to Robin Madison learning from his mistakes.
So Rob is saying...
I'm taken aback.
That was awesome.
I just want you to know, Ben, that the person that thinks you're the most manly and Rob said marriage was a mistake, and he would be laying his oats everywhere if he had a second son. So I'm just letting you know, I'm okay with him.
He came right at Brad there. Whoa,
he did. That was more shot at you than me.
Chanting Skull, is that
Skull,
a Minnesota Viking?
Skol.
It's a Minnesota
Skull.
Viking thing.
Yeah,
Their chant that they do.
I don't.
Well, you're the Minnesota guy on the squad right now.
Yeah, but I don't.
Rob is deep in Brad's head.
Why is Lexi involved in that? I don't understand.
Because she's basically saying that you are not the man of the house. And she runs you.
She wears the pants. Lack of a better term.
Interesting. Okay.
Remember when you got chirped in the NFL?
Yeah. I mean, say
your girlfriend's hot.
Yeah. Your girlfriend's hot. Yeah, you Googled her and be able to show she has a small modeling background. So she's just like, yeah, your girlfriend's hot. Cool. And wife at the time. And I got to say, it threw me for a loop. It got me off my game. I was practicing my punting into the net, and then sure enough, I'm thinking about Lexi.
Is so red right now. He got thrown up.
I am.
I think more people need to rip on Rob.
Let Rob get to you.
Rent-free Rob.
That's amazing. Brad is like, my manhood was challenged today.
Yeah.
What the hell?
How are we going to go from Brad's manhood being challenged to him actually talking about professional football and Robert Salah, an alpha male?
Can I just say, this is about you, too. He can't believe somebody said he was less of a man than you.
I know.
I'm still like...
All y'all suckers are below me.
I feel like I took a little bit of like in a boxing match, a little bit of jab. I'm stunned a little bit right now. Never thought I'd hear that on this show.
Manly Ben Brust. I was going to say something really bad about Kyle.
Binky and Blanky Kyle?
Binky and Blanky Kyle and Lexi's female dog, Brad. More Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
And I'm sure he'll offer this opportunity again.
Absolutely
What are you going to sell? What are you going to say to Ben Brust then?
You don't get your hand on my goddamn face. No. It's a no. I can say it in different languages. No.
Niche or whatever it is.
I don't know.
Nine. That's a firm way to say no.
Nine. Next time we say nine.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat and tastiest treats. Now through Wednesday, save on 5.95 to 8-ounce selected variety Sargento Deli-style cheese slices, 2 for $6. 128-ounce pale selected varieties Blue Ribbon frozen dairy dessert, $5.99. 18 to 24.6-ounce selected varieties Vandecamp's fish, $4.99. 7 to 16-ounce selected varieties Barilla pasta, 2 for $3.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, wow, pizza, yes, I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against San Francisco on November 24th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
I'm shopping at Century alone next time.
Enter by November 6th.
Hey, sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' taste. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivateba.com/MVP to book today.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We've got unbeatable deals on quality boots and apparel to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Like all Wolverine work boots, 20% off. Shop new fall styles of men's and women's Ariat workwear and accessories in-store now. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. See store for details. Plus, shop unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland. Now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Cousin Subs is spicing things up this fall with a new sub and a delicious shake. The Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub with either grilled-to-order chicken or steak features pepper jack cheese, sautéed green peppers and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. And that's not all. Pair your Chipotle Cheesesteak with a new pumpkin pie shake and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
There's a good chance you're on a budget. We all are. But she wants a diamond. You know it. I know it. And Robert Hack Diamonds knows it too, because they offer a huge collection of lab-grown diamonds, and they sell them at crazy prices. How about 2-carat total weight diamond studs for $8.95? Robert Hack Diamonds can get any size, shape, or clarity in natural or lab-grown diamonds. Don't buy until you call Robert Hack Diamonds. $8.95 for a 2-carat pair of diamond studs. Oh, baby! Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield and in Brookfield. Why overspend when you can save at Robert Hack Diamonds for the same diamond you're looking for? Some jewelers are charging nearly $5,000 for a lab-grown diamond. Not Robert Hack. Your visit will be worth it, and she'll think so too. Robert Hack also offers repair services and cash for your old gold. But remember, before you do anything, as I did, RobertHackDiamonds.com, and visit them in Brookfield or in Greenfield.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
As Alex Strofe would say, it's a good day to be me. Rob from Madison says, I'm the manliest guy on the show, and Brad Nortman is hurt. But JJ in Poynette, 800-990-3776 says, I have to agree with Rob, which is usually not a good thing. He also follows that up with, there was never a question about whether Ben was manly. I disagree. There definitely was a question. It was a question of how uncivilized and gross of a man he was before his civilizing influence of a fiance and daughter.
I mean, I find no fault in that previous sentence, at least.
Oh, it's as accurate as accurate
We
gets.
should poll that. Who's most manly on KBN?
No, I'll lose the poll. I like where we're at
He'll lose
now.
the poll.
Yeah.
No, do the poll.
I'm so curious.
You're going to win, Brad. Brad, you're going to win, okay?
Popular
Fine.
vote. We live in a democracy. It's popular vote.
Yeah, let Brad get his confidence back. I can't have him going home to Lexi all frustrated and
Like,
mad.
baby,
No,
man,
let's
build me up,
see if
baby.
I'm not putting it on the poll.
Yeah.
What, are you afraid of losing too?
No,
I wouldn't even put my name on the poll. It would just be you three.
I'm okay with losing. I don't mind.
Adam chimes in. Brad gives off major little spoon energy.
Oh, I'm all big spoon, baby.
Overcompensating
I
much.
love being the little spoon.
Every once in a while.
Of course you do.
It's
So do
nice
you.
to change it up.
You like being a little spoon too.
Hell yeah. Your back rubbed a little
Kyle,
more.
you
Your
like being a
arm.
little
Your
spoon,
arm.
don't you?
Look, big
Burst,
spoon's
yeah.
overrated. The big
Big
spoon
spoon is
sucks.
completely overrated.
Your one of your arms is always like falling asleep or in an awkward position.
Ooh, I don't know. A big spoon is not overrated. It's nice to be kind of like protector, right? When your arm's over your
What
nose.
are you overcompensation
Yeah.
again?
No,
This
you
guy's
are.
trying to
It's-
sound
you're making
so
her feel
manly.
safe.
I am an approximate 14 inches taller than my girlfriend.
Cool.
And I love being the little spoon. It's much more comforting.
But it's kind
I think
of like,
I think you're just a medium spoon. I don't know if you can actually be a little spoon with that height difference.
Yeah, that's fair.
800-990-3776. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Robert Salah, the former Green Bay East.
Hold on. This is a really good text that you're breezing right by. From Kevin in the 224 in Chicago. Is the manliest guy on the show currently eating a push pop like a 9-year-old?
I wouldn't go say nothing. I wouldn't go say nothing.
Brust currently has a push pop in his hand.
and here's what behind the scenes. This is his second push pop. He had one earlier in show prep.
Yeah, this is the second. I just went upstairs for a break.
So yesterday we talked about the Halloween contest we're setting up for here at
starts at
the Good
5.
Karma Brands office. We had our show meeting before the show in a conference room that none of us participated in.
Correct.
There was 2 push pops on the table for the kids coming to
There was
trick or treat
more.
later.
I just double checked.
How many more?
Enough for the kids.
You don't know how many kids coming. You taking baby girl
Yeah, do you
push
promise
pops?
that?
You think my daughter can have a push pop?
I'm just kidding.
Ben is he? Oh my god! And he's the manliest guy on the show. He's
You
stealing
betcha.
candy from children.
You betcha.
Candy from a baby.
Just trying to teach him lessons.
You know what's sad is I might be the manliest guy in the show, and I'm the furthest thing from that.
Hell with that. You lost to arm wrestling from Maddie.
I'm aware. That's why this is sad.
I want to see if Brad can redeem himself here because he is like literally grasping for air right now, trying to redeem himself as being somewhat of a man. All right, Brad, you played in the NFL / punted and flopped when you got touched. Robert Salah was with you in Jacksonville. Robert Salah coming on as a consultant for the Green Bay Packers to help them get a look at the offensive side of the football and how Robert Salah would view, in his perspectives of a defensive mind, how they could exploit and how teams in the defensive side of the football may attack the Green Bay Packers. Now, as it comes to your time with Robert Salah, what do you know about him? And tell me why this is good or bad for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, so Robert Salah was the linebackers coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2017, maybe even 2016 too, but for sure 2017 when I played on the team. Actually, also Nathaniel Hackett was the quarterback's coach, if you would imagine that. So a lot of connections with me, the Jaguars, and the Green Bay Packers. But here's what I know about Robert Salah. So he was really well liked amongst the players, right? Linebackers coach, a young head coach, but young at that point too, to where he brought intensity. He could connect with the guys. He knew how to be a relatable, cool coach when he needed to, and then turn up the fire when he needed to. He was a smart defensive mind, and he was well liked in the locker room, and he brought a fire to the defense. So you could tell that he was going to go on to be a good defensive coordinator. But my thing is, what I saw with him, I think a lot of other defensive players saw too, that there is a certain undefinable it factor that you need in order to take it to the next step and be a head coach. An undefinable it factor that separately Sean McDermott, who was the D coordinator of the Carolina Panthers, now head coach of the Buffalo Bills, you could see it in him. Like he could lead a group of men at a macro level. Just didn't feel like Robert Salah had that. Didn't feel like Nathaniel Hackett had that. Unquestionable great football minds and can connect with guys, but there's something undefinable about being a head coach that just it didn't feel like they had. So as I look at Robert Salah on his career trajectory, now, circling back to the Green Bay Packers, I love everything about this move. The other thing I like about Robert Salah, elite calves, excellent calves. That shows to me that the dude's willing to put in the hard work in the very small, minute details of everything when it comes to not only working out, but the defensive plan. So when I see Robert Salah in the Green Bay Packer building, I think he's going to bring that same level of connection, defensive mind. I can't take Ben seriously the way he is.
Well, he's not on camera right now.
Yeah, but he's looking right at me, and he's licking that lollipop in ways that I can't describe on these airways.
Like a lollipop.
So Adam chimes in as Brad's breaking down NFL football. You are not going to take this push pop out of my hands. I'll beat you behind, Strofe. I love when Brad tries to make it sound as if he was a real player. You will die.
Give me the push pop.
You will not win this battle.
We're trying to do a radio show here, a respectable radio show.
Calling
you can answer the phones while you suck your push pop while I'm trying to listen to Brad give some intelligent background on Robert Salah, who's going to have an immediate impact on the team you think is going to New Orleans.
Very insightful. Let him keep it. Whatever. He's a child. The man of the show is the biggest child.
Yeah, that's.
It was very distracting.
Very distracting.
I mean, what he was doing was very distracting.
Yes, it was.
But you were talking about Robert Salah and him not having the manhood to be the head coach of a football team.
Not the manhood. That's a bit too far. I know we're throwing out one another's manhood. I wouldn't go that far with Robert Salah.
No, great guy.
But just didn't seem like he had that DNA to be a head coach, but a great defensive mind to connect with players. So I think him in a role like this, with your best friend in Matt LaFleur, being able to look at things differently on the defensive side of the offensive game plan, I don't see any way that this could go bad, particularly knowing him on a personal level and knowing the way he thinks.
And guess what? He's staying with somebody he cares about as well, with Matt LaFleur. So it all comes full circle. And on top of that, I truly do believe you're absolutely right, Brad. Listen, I'm glad that you gave that insight, because for me, I really didn't think, I thought a quarterback was the issue in New York, and then they got the wrong quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. I feel like he can be an excellent head coach because he's a great defensive mind. But like you said, this is a perfect match for the Green Bay Packers, because anything that we love to do with our boys, right? You got into the NFL. Who became your best friends regardless of what team you're on?
Specialists.
That it was the specialist, right? And he still to this day is friends with specialists around, right? And so if you had an opportunity, just by chance, you have an opportunity to be a consultant for the Carolina Panthers, wouldn't you probably go out there and stay with J.J. Jansen, the long snapper? Exactly.
Sure.
He would be happy to have you around. So I think overall, not only does this help our football team, but also makes Matt LaFleur feel more confident in what he's doing. Because I never played at a high level like that, obviously. But what we do know about life is that when we feel comfortable around with our surroundings, right? When we have somebody helping us and making us feel better about what we are doing, it builds the confidence of Matt LaFleur. Because half of the battle being a professional athlete is just believing in yourself, thinking that you belong. Matt LaFleur already knows he belongs. Now that he feels like he has a secret weapon with Robert Salah, he's probably going to cook even more because when he goes into the game, play calling, he said, yep, I remember Robert told me I'm going to see this look, and when we do this, we're going to do that. He's going to have that confidence. That's going to make the Packers that much better. And I love every single move the Packers have made since they basically got rid of Aaron Rodgers. It seems like they've made every single right move. I understand the kicking situation was a problem, but look, they may have solved it just now. So I like this, Brad. Thank you for the insight.
Let's go to Derek in Lake Geneva, 800-990-3776. You are up.
Boys, good afternoon.
Hey.
Brad, I just had to call to give you a little pickup, man. If you're going to go with brains over brawn, you got to roll with brains. Because the last time I looked, I don't remember there being a game show, Are You Smarter Than Brad Nortman? And number two, I don't know that you ever stuffed paper towel down the toilet, have you?
No.
Well,
I've never stuffed paper towels down the toilet.
Hey,
Derek, you know how to build up a man. Thank you, sir.
Derek.
Thank you.
I got into Stanford.
Well said.
I have a master's degree. He has an MBA.
That doesn't count.
There's an
That
asterisk.
doesn't count.
Well, how did I get thrown in the bus, Derek? Dang, I'm supporting Brad. He could be the man of the show. I don't care.
Derek just lifting a brother up. Feels good.
Bringing back my trauma.
From what?
Water.
Paper towels.
Anytime it rained for multiple months, I was thinking, oh, my gosh. I hope there's no water in the basement. Trauma.
Any more flooding?
Nope. We got new concrete.
There you go.
Look good, too.
I love this game on a Thursday. Over-under. Coming up next, 800-990-3776. Caller 6 and caller 9, you are the contestants. Caller 6, you get to choose if you believe in Kyle, Brust, and Nortman as we team up and get 10 guesses against Alex Strope's category. He will have a category and over-under. You choose over-under if you're caller 6. Caller 9, you're stuck on the other side. Winner will win a $50 gift card. 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. Over-under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman coming up next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Thing has ever happened to you from a breakup?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast. But
why not? They're old shorties.
They're
old shorties.
My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
What's going on, Hoops fans? It's Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. The season is back, and that means it's Palermo's tip-off week here on 94.5 ESPN. Big shows, big guests, and big prizes are here for the season starting. When the Bucks win their first game, you can win up to 10 free pizzas. Just sign up after the final buzzer. Watch and win big during Palermo's tip-off week on 94.5 ESPN. Full contest and big week details at ESPNWisconsinContest.com. Happy basketball season from 94.5 ESPN and Palermo's Pizza.
Unlock big savings and add style and security to your home with Schlag Door Locks from Menards. Whether you're looking for a traditional interior lock or a Wi-Fi compatible electronic lock, Menards has you covered with more than 200 options of Schlag Door Locks in stock. Save big on Schlag Door Locks. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
How would you like to own a jewelry store? Kessler's Diamonds is an employee-owned company.
And Kessler's is growing. Are you the kind of person we're looking for?
Does it make you happy to make other people happy? Are you a problem solver?
Would you like to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to help a lot of people find joy today?
Kessler's Diamonds is people serving people. Keep in mind that Kessler's is owned by its employees. So let me ask you this. Are you a good enough leader that you can be an owner who leads other owners?
Don't worry, you don't have to know about diamonds. We can teach you about diamonds, but the people we're looking for aren't looking for a job.
Did someone pop into your head just now? Do you think you might know who we're looking for?
Give that person a call.
Send them an email. Tell them to walk into Kessler's Diamonds and say to the person who greets them,
I think I want to work here.
Welcome to Kessler's. A fantastic place to buy jewelry and a wonderful place to work.
For the store nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, and I have great news. Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha has the Volvo you want in stock and ready to drive home today.
Come see our full lineup of Volvo SUVs, the XC90, XC60, and XC40.
So stop by Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha and take a test drive.
Plus, you'll be part of Fields Amenities program with complimentary loaners, car washes, and gourmet coffee service. Integrity and customer satisfaction will always be the force that drives our business. At Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha, go to VolvoCarsWaukesha.com.
If you're looking for a way to stay hydrated and energized, just keep it simple with Water Joe. 2 simple ingredients. That's right, water and caffeine. You get the help to staying hydrated and that extra boost of energy that we all need. No sugar, no additives, no off flavors. Just great tasting water with caffeine to give you a boost. That's all. Next time you want some healthy, clean energy to get you through the day, hydrate and energize with Water Joe. Find Water Joe at your local Pick and Save and Metro Market locations today.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Truth Nation, is Dr. Ken Harris. Your vote matters. Election day is Tuesday, November 5th, and I want to encourage you to get out and vote for the change that you want to see. Get out and vote, Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, getting ready for one of our favorite games. 800-990-3776. We discovered a lot. Brad Nortman played on the same team when Robert Salah was coaching the linebackers of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kyle Wallace tosses and turns and can't sleep at night when his baby girl is out of town, and I am the manliest guy on the show, according to Rob and Madison and many others.
Who are the many others?
JJ and Poinette, and there's a couple others. Dale in Partyville, Dave from Aaron, Kevin.
Okay, all right.
Let's get the over-under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Okay, fellas. I know we're all curious, right? Is the royal family represented? I imagine we're all curious. The answer is yes.
And here's the thing. I can validate that Strofe isn't just picking them, because I see the full phone lines, and he selects 6 and 9.
And for the record, their family, for whatever reason, doesn't even have caller ID. It just says wireless caller. I would have no idea.
Wow.
So anyway, Mike in Franklin was caller 9 today. He's stuck on the over. Derek in Wanakee, caller 6. He's on the under.
Ooh.
Fellas, I am looking for the top. 10 quarterbacks in the NFL so far this season have thrown 10 or more touchdown passes. 10 of them have thrown 10 or more. Name them. Over under set at 8.5. You need 9 or 10 to hit the over. Your time starts.
Wait. We got to figure out who's leading it this week.
Oh,
that's right. Kyle was the lead.
I'll lead it.
You are the final answer guy, Brad Nortman. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Geno Smith. Wait, no, not Geno Smith. Jordan Love. I think Geno's on the list, but Jordan Love.
Slow down.
Jordan Love final.
Let him do Jordan Love final.
Jordan Love is tied for second with 15 touchdown passes.
Baker Mayfield.
I was just going to say Baker.
Mayfield final.
Baker Mayfield is number 1. 18 touchdown passes, leads the league.
I think Brock Purdy's on that list. Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is for sure. Joe
Burrow.
Did you say final?
He said final.
Joe Burrow is number 4 with 14.
Is Jared Goff final answer?
Jared Goff final answer.
Kyle, you cannot say final answer, but Jared Goff is correct. Tied for
You're
7th.
not the lead.
Yeah,
No, I was trying to tell it to Brad, not to you. I was looking at Brad when I said it, wasn't I?
There's also, hang on, there was one I just had was you were badoofing around here.
Badoofing?
Sam Darnold, I believe, even with a bye, had like 12 or 14
We had
now.
4 against the Packers.
Yeah, I think Sam had
I think
and he
Sam's
had like
on. He's not on the yards.
Let's do Sam Darnold final.
2 minutes.
Sam Darnold is tied for 5th with 12 touchdown passes.
Okay. So we have Geno Smith was one that was mentioned but not done yet. How about...
What about Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy?
I don't think Matthew
hasn't done much.
Kyron's been a vulture in terms of their running ability.
Caleb,
I call him a vulture.
Caleb Williams may be on the list. Trevor Lawrence may be on the list.
Lawrence might.
Josh Allen, does he have 10 plus? Ben, you have Josh Allen on your fantasy team, don't you?
I think he does as well.
Lamar Jackson, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Lamar
Jackson final.
Yeah, Lamar is tied with Jordan Love for 2nd with 15.
He actually has not had as many rushing, Josh Allen.
4 names left on the list. You need at least 3 of them.
So Strove got mad at us for not saying Patrick Mahomes. He should be on any top 10 list.
But he only
last
has
time.
He's not on it. I know for a fact he is.
I know. I'm just saying. I just want to put that out
He
there.
actually only has 6. 8 interceptions.
Oh,
Wild.
I'm fine with Josh if you are.
I'll do Josh Allen final.
1 minute.
He is tied with Sam Darnold at 12.
All right, now how
So we
about
had
the
Lawrence
Texans
Smith,
quarterback that we just went against,
C.J.
C.J.
Stroud.
Stroud? I feel like C.J. probably has 10
Nico
plus.
started hot, but Mixon had both touchdowns against the Packers.
Well, when Jalen Hurts as well, he had
What about Jaden Daniels?
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels final?
Yeah, Jaden definitely on that list. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have...
Shockingly, he is not on that list.
How many does he have?
He only has 6.
Wow.
Okay, well, we don't have much to play with now.
You guys didn't give me a chance to chime in there. I have him in fantasy.
Well, why did you say no?
Because you had said final already and hit the buzzer.
You got 2 guesses left. You got to get them both right.
So we got Geno, Lawrence, CJ.
Is Caleb Williams on that list or no?
I don't think
Kenneth
so.
was a vulture too, but he did catch one. I don't mind Geno.
We can try Geno.
Brock.
Are we missing
I don't
10,
Geno
9,
Smith final.
Not Dak.
8, 7.
I was gonna go Brock
6,
Purdy, and
5.
then is Brock
is
on there?
it Trevor?
You got 1 guess left if you want to throw it.
Trevor
out there.
Lawrence final.
You're both wrong. You missed 3 of them. Let's just run through the list quick. Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen. Your top 6, you got all 6 of those. Bottom 4, you only got 1 of them. That was Jared Goff. All these guys are tied, by the way, to bottom 4. All tied with 10 touchdown passes. The 3 you missed. You mentioned C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud has 10.
Okay.
You missed Aaron Rodgers with 10.
He has 10?
Yeah, I was thinking
Several of those to Alan Lazard. And Kirk Cousins has 10. Remember, he had a 5-touchdown night, didn't he? Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Congrats to
The royal family.
No.
Derek didn't believe in us?
Yeah, he did not believe in you, and he was correct.
Why did we not have Kyle be the final answer guy?
Because we were rotating to see who should be it long term.
I think
So
that you
far,
should be the
Kyle's-
final answer guy as long as you're the final answer guy.
Yeah.
So keep on running with the
Like
hot
until you
streak?
lose, you're the final answer guy.
Yeah, I think I'm better suited for final answer because then I just listen to you guys and I just write them down.
I'm okay with that. It's a little bit of a responsibility. I'm not going to lie. To write them down, the final answer, keeping track. I don't like it. I like just brainstorm guy.
That's why you're not the manliest of the show.
Wow, he got you with that one. It came out your own mouth, man.
Derek chimes in. Thanks, boys. Now I can feed my family. Thanks for doing God's work.
Happy to
You know
help.
what? I'm happy about this loss. I'm
Never
looking at
happy
feeding the
about the
kids.
All right. Brad wants to judge this Packers team on a curve, and I like his curve. We're back in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Next.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Shop Macy's lowest prices of the fall today. For the season's best prices on what you need now. Save 40 to 60% on new styles to get you ready for cooler temps. Like cozy coats for your crew, the perfect sweaters for layering, and more fall wardrobe updates. Plus, don't miss amazing specials for you and your home. So good, they won't last. At Macy's.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We've got unbeatable deals on quality boots and apparel to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Like men's work and sport flannels, starting at $24.99. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. See store for details. Plus, shop unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland. Now open, like a Bluey mini home playset, on sale for just $17.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' taste. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com/MVP to book today.
Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith here. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The Packers and Jaguars get together on Sunday in a weird game. It's almost like every week everyone tries to come up with the word. We had character game. There's always the must-win game. It's wrong.
Character game.
Kyle said that the Cardinals game was a character game.
A character building game?
No, it's a character game. Chance for them to show like that they're just going to get the job done.
I divert the record scratch to Kyle.
Yeah.
Character game.
Yeah, character game. Like an opportunity for you to basically show what your character is overall as a football team, right? And so that's what I thought. Building character type game. Who are you?
This is a building block game?
Who are you? What type of character do you have?
I hate it here. You know what? And as soon as I said that, you know what Ben did? He put his little freaking push pop on his tongue. That's as red as the ESPN logo behind him. I can't stand this clown. And he drops Vulch on a segment where you have a timer, so I can't harp on him for saying Vulch. You are on an all-time bad trip today. Get it together.
Oh, wow.
How about that? A little hard coaching right there, Ben.
This guy's trying to act like he's all manly and stuff.
Not a high bar on this show. Skull, Brad.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's taking everybody out.
I mean, seriously.
Why you got that face, Kyle?
I'm so sorry.
What were you staring at?
I was staring
Can you yell at him? He's not even paying attention.
What are you looking at now? You're like the kid that sits in the back of the class when the teacher gets upset and you're like, I'm just going to pretend like nothing's happening.
Through.
Which one? Which one?
Senator Ron Johnson walking through. He looked defeated.
What's funny is your glasses are off, so you're like
You're
looking
squinting.
real squinty at it. Why are your glasses off?
I don't like wearing my glasses to look up close and see far.
Can we start over?
Yes, can we? Can we please?
I just want to know what Brad is going to do here in terms of grading the Packers on a curve, because this is really dorky, but I think I'm into it.
Yeah, guys, listen up. So I talk about this on Wisconsin College Game Day with college football, that not every game is created equal, right? So when like the Badgers play South Dakota, you got to grade them on a curve. You got to smoke a team like that if you're going to be Wisconsin Badgers, right? Just winning slightly, that's not enough. So you have to take into account the level of your opposition, right? In the NFL, that usually doesn't happen, right? Because distribution is well distributed. Talent, I know, distribution.
Hit the record scratch.
That.
Distribution is well distributed.
Waiting for the scratch. Okay. Talent is well distributed in the NFL. So when you're able to just get out any win, usually that's just enough, right? That's not the case this week, guys. If we think the Green Bay Packers are a championship level football team, then when you play a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are just really struggling, but on the defensive side of the ball, probably the worst defense in the NFL, they lose to bad teams like the Browns, and when they play good teams, playoff level teams like the Bills and even the Bears, they get absolutely handled from start to finish. So I'm looking at this game not like, oh, Packers just need to get a win. I think the Packers need to win this game well. They need to blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm grading them on a curve in that, like, a close win, an ugly win, unlike the Texans last week, it's not good enough. If you're a championship level team, you should beat this team by 10 or more points. They should be convincing. It should be start to finish. So yes, I'm grading the Green Bay Packers on a curve this week. Just a win isn't enough. A dominating win is what I expect. Anything less than that, not that I'm concerned, but I can't necessarily declare them as the unequivocal, no questions asked champion of the NFC. I got to see them be able to go to a team like Jacksonville on the road and handle them from start to finish. That's what a championship level team does. So that's why this week I'm grading them on a curve, 10 points or more.
So you're saying it's double-digit win or you'll be disappointed?
Yeah, I'll be disappointed if it's just a skated by win by a field goal.
We'll put that on the poll on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Brad Nortman is grading this team on a curve this week. He believes that they need to win by double digits or he'll be disappointed. Are you with him? Kyle, are you with him?
See, overall, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a win. I am looking for a win. Now, when I look at this football team, I'm looking at the steps towards a championship, right? Steps towards success. So obviously I would love a blowout overall with this team, but what I want is when we get this win, I am looking for different things from week to week. Are the Green Bay Packers improving in different areas, right? That's how I'm evaluating this team because, Brad, we know that this is a talented football team, and sometimes people don't come out the gate at their full potential. They work themselves into their full potential. We saw that last year as week by week, the Green Bay Packers figured things out finally where they were clicking on all cylinders at the end of the football season. So I understand that might be the DNA of this football team. So if I can go from week 1 to week 7 and see that the Green Bay Packers pass rush may be figuring some things out, seeing that Jordan Love, if he makes better decision making, like I am looking for what are they improving on week to week that I can come out with some positives for the football team. So if they end up winning this football game 23-17 or 23-10 or something like that, I'm not going to be upset about the fact that they didn't score more points. I want to just see where are they improving at. Will Jordan Love throw an interception? Will Jordan Love throw off his back foot stupidly? Will Jordan Love make a bad decision? That's what I'm looking for, is him cleaning up some things, throwing the football. And then for the defensive line, you have a great rushing attack that you're going to go up against as Travis Etienne plays as well. Can you slow down a run? Because they failed last week with Joe Mixon. Now they have another opportunity to be successful. Can they step up this week? So I'm looking for steps in success versus the margin of victory for the Green Bay Packers.
Not at all with Brad. It's a road game in the NFL. Just win and on to the Lions. They haven't shown they can blow out bad teams. They have shown they can blow up bad teams like the Cardinals. So he just wants to get a win. I'm more of the Brad Nortman camp because of the context that he provided of how bad this Jacksonville Jaguars team has been against quality opponents. If you want to be a Super Bowl contender, yes, Kyle, there are steps to that, but I believe this is an opportunity after you've won 3 games to show that next step of like, hey, we're not going to fall for a trap game. We want to win the division. We want to still shoot for a 1 seed, and we can't just let this slip by. And if you're like, oh, I just want them to win. No, you need to dominate this team. This team is 30th in the NFL in pass defense. They've got giving up the most passing touchdowns in the NFL. 16. That is the most in the NFL. You know what Jordan Love is really good at, as we just learned an over-under with Alex Strofe? Passing touchdowns. So this is set up for the Green Bay Packers. Now, you got to play the game. And football's a very bounce here, bounce there, fumble there, interception, takeaway there, in a weird spot. But great teams can overcome that. But I just feel as if when you hear the Bills and even the Bears put up numbers, that this team is equipped to put up numbers, and the defense, if they are who we think they are, I'm not saying they're going to shut them out or hold them to 10, but this can be a 30-17 game.
Yeah, and for context, you know, the Bears played them 2 weeks ago in London. The Jags have an advantage in London. They do it every year. They know exactly how to do it. There is a bit of a home field advantage, and historically, the Jags have a better winning percentage in London than they do anywhere else because they're so used to it. The Bears went to London, played the Jags, beat them by 19. Caleb Williams had 4 touchdown passes. I'm not saying that Jordan Love needs to have 4 touchdown passes or I'm disappointed, But we should see a little bit of a clinic here by the Green Bay Packers if we're going to continue to say this is a championship-level team. That's what championship-level teams do.
No, I 100% agree. Like, when they go out there, I would come away more impressed if the Green Bay Packers blow them out and Jordan Love plays at that level, because there's one thing understanding you can exploit, as Ben talked about, a bad pass defense. But being able to execute that and exploit that would just show me how good our football team is overall with the Green Bay Packers, especially when teams are expecting you to do something like this. And so at the end of the day, even if they play sloppy, that is still giving me something to evaluate. Again, this is only week 8 in the football season on a team that we know is a championship team. Even with some of the negatives, even with some of the sloppy play, there is always a learning experience that the Packers can get from this. My goal is by the time we get to week 12 and week 13, that's when this football team finally hits its stride, when it mostly matters. So overall, yes, Brad, I would love for them to take advantage of the fact that they're going up against a bad pass defense, that they're playing not a very good football team. But at the end of the day, this, even if they win close, you will find something that they can grow upon, because that's what it takes for them to be successful and be a Super Bowl caliber team. So I'm confident, regardless of what the result is, as long as it's a win, that there's going to be something we can take away from it.
800-990-3776. We're getting up on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Brad Nortman is grading this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars on a curve. Will you be disappointed if they do not win by 10 or more? 800-990-3776. And the good news is, if you're looking to find out where to watch that game, I know exactly where you can watch that game, and that's through the Where to Watch on the ESPN app. You don't need to channel surf. You don't need to do any of that nonsense now. Look for this, look for that. Just grab your phone, open the ESPN app, and look at the Where to Watch feature, because it's a game changer. With so many games on, especially in this month, NFL, college football, NBA, college football or college basketball is going to start. You have NHL, MLB. It's all happening. So you want to know where the Bucks play on Thursday night? ESPN app. You want to know where the Green and Gold play? ESPN app. Download the ESPN app from your app store and find the Where to Watch TV icon. Jason Wilde. We'll see how he's grading this team. If he thinks getting a win would suffice for confidence, or would he like to see a dominating victory, which we all know is hard in the NFL. But if we want this team to be a championship team, some are saying they should do a 10 or more victory like Brad Nortman. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker,
I've also
is
had
it?
chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic
and syrup that make me go, oh, baby. Oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting up the afternoon, we do have a little bit of a backup along southbound 43 just south of Silver Spring down to Capitol. Southbound on 41 also slowing down from Good Hope Road pretty much all the way down to Capitol Drive as well. Westbound 94 filling in between 16th Street and Mitchell Boulevard, with the eastbound side slowing down right through the stadium interchange as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, rain likely, some thunder possible, a low of 49. Tomorrow, chance for early morning showers, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be.
Kringle
I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry. Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put two. I got it. I did not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turtle.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hauntingly good deals await you at the Kunis Auto Group's October Spooktacular. Spooktacular Savings Event. There will be no tricks, only treats.
Trick or treat!
On the price you'll get on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Prices will be slashed at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealership. America's best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs from both Buick and GMC. All marked down with October Spooktacular Savings discounts and incentives, including their entire inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Choose from over 1,500 on lot or online. There'll be dozens of Spooktacular service specials and everything from brakes, tires to oil changes. Plus, with any test drive in October, you'll be entered to win free gas for a year, with drawings held every Friday throughout the month at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships in both Greenfield and Oak Creek. Halloween savings aren't just slashed, they're chainsawed at the Cunis Auto Group's October Spooktacular Savings Event going on now. For additional event info, go to shopcunis.com.
Hey, it's Gabe Neitzel from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. You've heard me talk about the results mentality has had on my life, but don't just take it from me. Jason has had success too, thanks to mentality.
My only regret is I didn't do it sooner. Knowing once again I've gotten the treatments done and continuing, I do feel, stuff does hurt a little bit more, but I'm 40, in my 40s, and that's going to happen. But again, the energy levels, it is above and beyond. Again, I'm back in that age where I'm like, this is amazing.
Get started today at lowtusa.com.
It's bird bashing season when you swoop into Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to a wicked 50 grand cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card all October for entries. All Bird Bash entries go towards a December 20th giveaway with a monstrous 300 grand in prizes. Bird Bash makes its bewitching return. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hey, Milwaukee sports fans, it's Brad Nortman from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. You've invested too much into that nice ride, so don't settle for a gas station car wash. Treat it to a Tsunami Express car wash. State-of-the-art wash technology, powerful free vacuums, and unlimited wash memberships. Now with 5 locations across Greater Milwaukee, Tsunami Express is your go-to spot for a flawless finish and a first-class car wash every time. Trust me, your car will thank you. Sign up for a membership online at tsunamiexpress.com and get your first wash free. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm.
Somebody's got to get Alex Strofe a sandwich. I think he's hangry back there. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, hang out with you. KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Carter chimes into our question. But if you care if it's just a win, or do you want to see a little 10-point plus victory? Because Brad's grading on a curve. Carter says score doesn't matter as long as we win with no turnover. So he's kind of got a curve too. Let's bring in Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these very stations. Jason, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing well. I'm just going to toss it to Brad because I want your perspective on this question because I think I have an idea of what you're going to say, but I want Brad to say.
Yeah, Jason.
I don't remember you as a great passer, quite frankly. Hey.
23 assists last week in my men's league, 13 yesterday. So I missed
that game. Yeah, I missed those games. What about under bowl? Was that still accurate?
I was scared to pass the ball because that meant I could potentially turn it over and get yanked. So I basically just swung it around the perimeter.
Yeah, Jason.
That's coaching.
Yeah, so Jason, I'm looking.
Sorry,
at this.
Brad. Please, Brad, let me stop talking.
Yeah,
I'm really screwing you up.
Please have the floor. Thank you very much. So when I do Wisconsin College Game Day and talk about Wisconsin football, a lot of games I grade on a curve for them, right? So if they play like South Dakota, just eking out a victory, it's not quite enough if you're supposed to be the Wisconsin Badger football team. You got to beat them by double digits and be dominant. That very rarely happens in the NFL, right? Because you just kind of get the win and talent is evenly distributed. But this is one of the rare games where I look at it and say, you know what? This is a grading on the curve kind of game for the Green Bay Packers for me. To where I look at the Jaguars and say, they're so outmatched by the Green Bay Packers and the teams that they have lost to, a bunch of bad teams, and the good teams like the Bills, even the Bears in London, have throttled them from start to finish. So to me, the Green Bay Packers, for me to be like excited about the victory, it's got to be 10 points or more. Eking away a victory, if it's sloppy and it's close all game, I won't walk away very satisfied from that. So is it fair for me to put that on the Green Bay Packers to say I'm grading this game on a curve, and I would expect 10 points or more to be the margin of victory?
I thought Jason was long-winded. Jeez.
How dare you?
He's on a sugar high right now.
How dare you? Like, I'm going to take this clip and send it directly to the Jacksonville Jaguars, although we're going to have to discuss, do a lot of the players down there call them the Jaguars? Is that what the Floridians say? We'll get to that in a moment. But how can a proud alumnus of the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise say such slanderous, blasphemous things about the team that he played for? How does that happen?
Tough love.
He forgot where the check came from. He can't. Yep, he just lost it all.
Yeah, I'm a tough love kind of guy, Jason. My Jags, they're letting me down, so at least I got to lean on the Packers for any sort of success in my life, and the Panthers.
You're kind of a Jag today, it sounds like. All right, look, I think you're right. I wanted to give you a hard time, but the bottom line is that the Jaguars aren't very good. But here's one thing that I'm curious about. Like, I'm really curious. Did Doug Peterson suddenly become a bad coach? I mean, the guy won a Super Bowl. He coached 2 quarterbacks that year, right, who were very productive for him when they won the Super Bowl. Is he doing a bad job of coaching them? Is there a huge talent dearth? Because Trent Baalke helped build a San Francisco 49ers team that went to a Super Bowl. So I don't know what happened down there. I don't know why they're bad, but you're right. This is not the kind of game where you should be in danger of losing it during the fourth quarter. This should be a game where you run away and you win by a couple of touchdowns. But again, as you well know from having played in the league, any given Sunday, weird stuff can happen. I was just talking to Malik Willis in the locker room. His alma mater, Liberty, got beat by an 0-6 team. I think it was last night, wasn't it?
Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and he's like, any given Saturday, and I'm like, yep, and he's like, well, actually Wednesday, and there you go. But I don't expect that to be the case here. But at the same time, like, I think Doug Peterson's going to get fired. I think they're going to try another coach to try and figure out if that guy can unlock Trevor Lawrence, because they just paid him a boatload of money. But you're absolutely right. As disrespectful as it is to a team that you wore their colors, you're right. This is the kind of game that you have no reason to be not only losing, but not winning by a comfortable margin.
Jason, I'll reset here for a second. Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. It was a long-winded question by Brad, so I wanted everyone to know what was going on.
Okay, so you externally voicing what you are going to do as a radio host is not your fault.
Yes, I just wanted everyone to be inside the brain.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm going to reset the program.
Yeah, that was.
Jason Wilde, hit the record scratch. That's how we do it. Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Jason, Robert Salah is wearing the G. Do you have any insight on how the team is accepting him into his role, or how much involvement he'll have with the players at all?
Well, he was introduced in front of the team yesterday. I don't know how much he's talking to guys. He's obviously at practice, so he's interacting with them there. I don't think he's going to be like presenting game plans to the offense, since that's the side of the ball he's working with. But again, the guy, he's just a really valuable resource, and I don't know this for a fact, so I am super curious to try and find out. Like, is he doing this for free? Because I think most coaches, when they get fired, they are entitled to every penny that remains on their contract.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw $20,000 a day is what he's getting for a certain period of time.
Oh boy!
Right, and because I think his deal is $5 million a year, and he's got multiple years left on his deal. But I'm curious because a lot of times there's offset language that if you got fired and then you get another coaching job, then they subtract the salary you're receiving from your new employer from the amount that the previous team that fired you owes you.
Well, if he's got a brain, he's working for free for the Packers.
Right. That's what I would do, right? I'd be like, hey, if you're required to pay me something, like pay me in Quick Trip gift cards or something. Don't pay me because I want to take every flippin' penny from Woody Johnson, who fired me at Aaron Rodgers' behest. Or I'm sorry, he resents that statement.
Do you want one of our record scratches there?
No, I definitely don't. I meant what I said. Like I don't know that for a fact, but I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would think that. The bottom line is that he's a really sharp defensive mind. Is he a great head coach? I've never played for him. I didn't cover him. I can't speak to that, but he is a great resource to have in your locker room, in your building. And I would think that as you know, depending on how much he's here, like he was here yesterday, he's here today, he's leaving tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to come back for every Wednesday, Thursday, if he's going to do Zoom calls to present to the coaches. Okay, here I broke down the film of the Lions. Here's what I think they're going to do defensively against our offense, because he's wearing the G now, so he can say our. And here's what I think they're going to do, because this is what I would do against Jordan. Like, these are all things that I think that they will be able to use. I just don't know, is he going to do that virtually? Is he going to do it regularly coming into Lambeau and coming into Green Bay? Matt LaFleur said it's a pretty fluid situation. I'm not even sure he's decided what exactly they'll do.
Jason,
Kyle's got a quick one
real quick before you got to go. Hey, Jason, somebody said
I got another minute or two. You're all right.
Well, Jason, who's the manliest man on KBN? Because that's something we're gonna put up a poll. Because somebody called in and said Ben Brust was the manliest man on KBN. I want to know, who do you think is the man's man of KBN?
Alex Strofe.
What, wow. Jason? What? Strofe and
String Bean?
I work a lot with Strofe. He's very manly.
Thank you, Jason.
In what ways?
Wait a minute.
You're welcome, buddy.
Jason, I've known you the longest out of everybody here.
He thinks you do a bad job on Sunday Karma.
I don't get to talk to Kyle very much on Sunday Karma. First of all, I think we've had that show once in the last 2 months because all these noon starts.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, he calls and we exchange pleasantries, and then Craig takes over to actually host the show. So I don't get to talk to you very often. And then, I talk to Strofe every Thursday for the weekly Wildy show. I talk to him on Green Bay game day. And so there, I spent a lot more time with him. Do you think I actually believe what I said, though?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because I don't even believe it.
Right, exactly. So that's called dodging the question.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
I don't know if you've watched the political realm lately, but I think everybody's pretty good.
All right, it's time to play a game on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Yes or no?
Yeah,
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah. That was really good. Well done.
Will today be the day there are black and white answers from our most respected journalist?
Possibly. I think we shouldn't be greedy. Maybe. You would certainly hope so.
It's time for Yes or No with Jason Wilde.
Jason, who will perform the best on the defensive line? Oh, that's not a yes or no question.
It's not a yes or no question.
I'm so proud of you right now that you managed to take yes or no, which is such a ridiculous concept, and by screwing it up, made it better.
I know,
so well
I couldn't do it. Listen to the Green Bay Game Day pregame show with Alex Strofe and Jason Wilde joining hour 2, which will be at 10 o'clock this Sunday.
Jason, yes or no, your hit on KBN today was a success?
Yes, it was.
Hey, there it is. We got it. You won't get that good of a yes or no answer on Sunday, but we appreciate the time.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to him, Wilde and Tausch, across these various stations. That ended up going really well.
Yeah.
That was well done by you.
He laughed.
Until the end.
Yeah. I thought I nailed it. I couldn't do a yes or no
Who
question.
on the defensive line will play the best?
Yes. 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 Yes, indeed. More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brust was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this channel and stuff.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We do have an accident now on 894 eastbound, right about at Forest Home. The right lane is blocked, so that's already affecting your ride all the way back through the Hale interchange in all directions. Matter of fact, southbound 894 slowing down from Beloit Road on down to the interchange, then also northbound on the Rock Freeway from Highway 100 into the Hale. Westbound 94 is going to be a bit heavy from 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard, and southbound on 41. We've got the right shoulder blocked with a crash right about at Silver Spring. Delays coming in from just south of Main Street all the way down past that point to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, rain likely, some thunder, a low of 49. Tomorrow, a chance for early morning showers, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at Tito'sVodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
For your next night out, make Aria, the acclaimed restaurant inside St. Kate the Arts Hotel, your dinner destination. Aria, nestled on the second floor of St. Kate, is an artful dining experience that captivates with its culinary creativity. Delighting in its offering of artisanal American cuisine, the restaurant transcends tradition and leans into the realm of playful and inventive flavors. Come and experience the magic of Aria, where every bite is a work of culinary artistry. Learn more and make reservations at aria@stkate.com.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Here's what Tammy Baldwin thinks about President Trump and you.
Donald Trump might be one of the most offensive and hateful and unacceptable presidential candidates we've ever had. So what does that say about the people who support him?
Tammy Baldwin is a liberal snob. Voter route.
I'm Eric Hovde, candidate for U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Join my team and give today.
Visit WisconsinVictoryJFC.com to give today. Paid for by Wisconsin Victory Committee.
Truth Nation is Sherwin Hughes, and I want to encourage you to get out and vote on Tuesday, November 5th, because every vote counts. Polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Let your voice be heard on November 5th, Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
But you gotta keep your head up.
I was keeping my head up last night. when I was playing the
Tossing and turning without my baby girl.
No, I was at the crib playing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Of course, I told y'all the Milwaukee Bucks were playing for Underdog Fantasy, so I had to play, right? I had to put my entry in on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And what I did yesterday, I had higher than 28.5 points for Giannis. I missed that, but that's okay. You know why? Because Gary Trent had higher than 2 3-pointers. He had, 1.5 3-pointers. Andre Drummond had lower than 27 points, rebounds, and assists. And Kyle Lowry had higher than 6 points. So what that meant, KBN Nation, it meant your boy won money. I won money last night, and that's exactly what I love about Underdog. Not only is it fun to play, fun to track, but it also makes watching sports that much better. So I want you to use promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN, so you can get in on the action right here with Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Again, that is promo code KBN. And remember, when you deposit, you can get up to $1,000 with the deposit offer that they have. Yes, $1,000 with the deposit offer when you use KBN as your promo code. So get in the game today with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
All right, y'all. Let's hear from our guy, Alex Strofe. He's a hero in the office, setting up the wonderful Halloween party office for our team that's going to happen at 5 o'clock. I didn't do that good. Hit the record scratch.
I was thinking about it. Let's just go
to a lot of record scratches today. I think it's that.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant. It's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Guys, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Oh, God.
No, I don't know that about you.
Benny, you made a comment today. You're like, yeah, I really like when you're in the office. Did you, by chance, notice I was out of the office for about an hour and a half today?
Nope.
I asked Ben, not you, Kyle, but thanks.
I had a meeting out of the office, so you may have been out of the office at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, I left around 11. I appeared back about 12:30.
So I wasn't thinking about you when I was doing work.
Well, you should. Well, I was participating in the second annual holiday cookie taste-off at We Energies today.
Oh!
I was the proud representative of ESPN Milwaukee, and I was participating in the cookie eating contest, which isn't what it sounds like. It wasn't eat as many cookies as you can. It's
you need it.
Taste test 3 cookies, tell us what ingredients are in each cookie, and one local person will be the winner. I, unfortunately, am just like Brad. Of the 11 teams, I took second place.
Second place, Alex.
Strofe.
Second place, Strofe it is.
Now
it's not so bad, is it? It's okay.
I preferred first. I would have preferred first.
We all do.
Now I'm going to send our wonderful intern Will to the studio right now because I come bearing gifts.
Hey!
Is it cookies?
Opa!
See, you may have not been thinking about me, Ben, but as I was out representing KBN Nation, and ESPN Milwaukee, I was thinking about you guys. So,
cool.
For your lovely ladies, fiancés, wives, and baby girls, I am allowing you to join in the presence of the We Energy Holiday Cookbooks.
Thank you.
Now, each of those have some resemblement. I don't know if that's a word. Resemblance and significance in your life. Brad, what year is on the cover of your cookbook?
I see 2017.
What were you doing in 2017?
I was playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It was your final year in the NFL.
Sure was.
So that's the cookbook you get, cookie cookbook.
Well, thank you.
Benny, what year do you have?
2019.
What were you doing in 2019?
I was in Madison.
Yep.
I was hosting Scalzo and Brust.
Yep.
What else was I doing?
Is that the first year of Scalzo and Brust?
No.
Darn it, I missed that.
March of 2018. So you really weren't
Kyle,
thinking
what
about
cookbook
me.
do you have?
I have 2018.
Switch.
What happened in 2019 for Kyle?
What happened in 2019?
I was a young man, still in my 20s.
Did you work here yet?
He was.
Yes.
He was the. What is his nickname?
Mr. Swagger.
Mr. Swagger.
Mr. Swagger.
I still had swag back then. No, 2019. I didn't start. I started Sunday Karma 2018, but I don't.
Hang on,
know
I feel like the cookies in 2019 better.
Were they just giving away old years?
No, I got a whole package. Look, it's even got a ribbon and a letter.
This is nice.
Oh, wow.
So-
I mean, these cookies look delicious.
So the purpose was off. You did bad with this.
Yeah, I mean, I still got you a gift. You should be thankful. Now, remember when I said I'm a big deal?
No.
No, I don't
We don't
remember that
believe
either.
Well, I said that at the beginning of the segment. I'd like you to read my name, tag out loud, one of you.
Alex Strofe, Mr. Irrelevant.
Let's try that again. Read my name, tag out loud.
Alex Strofe still
You're not
doesn't
reading.
have a house.
You're still not reading. Try again.
Alex Stofe, ESPN.
Oh,
no
Alex
R.
Stowe.
They misspelled my name.
Alex Stofe. Even worse than Mr. Irrelevant.
So when we were leaving, I was with our good friend Tori Lowe, who you hear every week on our show at 4 o'clock on Tuesdays. Tori Lowe Tuesdays. I was walking out, and somebody wished us a happy holidays. It is October 24th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
That's way too early to be wishing happy holidays, right?
Much too early.
Not yet. You got to
Hey,
do it
good job
around
putting the YouTube stream up.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
So, hey, Ben, no. Let's try this. Ben, what question did I just ask?
I have no idea.
Ben, answer my question.
This is my favorite segment. I love this segment.
Ben, answer my question.
Ben pounds.
Yes. Yes is the answer to your question.
Yes, actually, is the answer to my question. It is too early to be wishing people happy holidays.
Yeah, I know. That was the question.
No, you had no idea what the question was. We also discussed.
I guess better here than I did in college on Scantrons.
What's the best type of cookie? Tori Lowe just said basic chocolate chip.
Oh, come on.
We can do better than that, right?
I actually like a soft oatmeal raisin cookie.
No.
Delicious.
That's disgusting.
Oh, y'all don't like oatmeal?
Who wants oat? Like, if all the cookies in the world, I want oatmeal.
Brad,
Well, I
not
love.
like?
Well, okay, oatmeal raisin cookies are really good.
They
don't,
are. The
don't,
soft ones when they're warm.
Yeah, don't hate on oatmeal or oatmeal cookies. They're not the best. You got to go with like a okay, if I'm gonna get like elaborate with it.
Get elaborate.
So I love the cookies, like a cookie sandwich, right? With like frosting in the middle. You got like cookie, frosting, cookie. I love that. I mean, if I'm gonna eat a cookie, I'm gonna splurge on a cookie.
Is there
like
allowed to be ice cream with this cookie?
That's not a cookie.
Okay, then I'm with Brad. I like a good cookie with frosting.
that. Yeah, it's so good. I love cookie cakes
So
because of that.
sweet. So sweet. Give me oatmeal raisin.
Could you guys point out that you're tasting nutmeg?
Probably not.
Yeah, if it tastes like vanilla, right?
So the way this
But how do you know it's
contest
not vanilla?
worked was that you tasted 3 cookies, and they'd give you a sheet of paper, and it says, they'd give you a sheet of paper with like 15 ingredients listed on it, and they said check the 5 ingredients that are in this cookie.
That's incredibly hard.
So I got 3 of 5 right on the first cookie. I got 4 of 5 right on the second cookie, and I got all 5 correct on the final cookie.
No, my boy cooking.
Yeah,
He cooking.
And so I added up my points, right? 3, 4, 5. That equals 12. They announced the winning team as having 12 points. They announced me as second place.
Wait a minute.
Should I have thrown a fit?
Yes.
Yeah, you should demand a recount.
Yeah, well, they don't even have your name right.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, there's no way I was walking out of there not making sure they
I was
understood that.
I was pretty disappointed because I did the math in my head. I'm like, I
Wait,
won.
why is the break screen still on YouTube?
What was an obscure ingredient that you ended up getting right?
Is it broken?
My keyboard isn't working.
I'm going to say, if you don't just
boy.
use the dang mouse.
All right.
What was it? What was
So
an
Strofe
obscure-
did this on purpose because the break screen we had was his picture on it. It promotes Green Bay Game Day where he's on it.
Yeah, I mean, we did just play yes or no with Jason Wilde.
We
Figured
did.
that was fitting.
So, what was the point of this becoming relevant?
Well, you're welcome for your gift, first off.
It's not a gift. You didn't. There was a purpose behind it. It was raw.
Well, I want to know. Wait,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the gift was we were gonna try cookies.
Yeah, me too. When you said
I got all
colleague
hyped
Will-
up, and they gave me paper.
Of the 3 of you, who is most likely to utilize said gift?
You know it ain't me.
He just threw the cookbook.
I doubt.
What about your wife?
Lexi likes to bake. Maybe she'll probably take it and figure out how to make it healthier. Not gonna lie.
You are so awful.
Awful.
And Ben, 0 chance you use that, right?
I cook. I don't bake.
You don't cook.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You
You
just
grill.
Yeah.
No, I don't just grill. I cook, guys. I
Okay,
literally.
What's your best recipe? Is it TikTok chicken? from
Chili.
6
No,
years
it's just
ago?
chili.
Chili,
I make this great chili.
In a crock pot?
No, not
Is
a
that
crock
cooking?
pot.
You're just throwing things in a crock pot.
That's not cooking.
All right, if you guys want to do this again, I'll come over and punch you, and then chokehold you, and then go.
He's got anger issues.
I do because it was a book club night or day on Sunday, And I went to our Great Tundra Trio. I hung out with Alex Strofe, and then I came back, watched the Packer game, and then I had to make chili for like 12 people in the book club. And I got a ton of compliments on my chili. I do chili good. I do Sunday sauce good. Benny's garlic chicken.
That's TikTok.
Yeah, but I've mixed it up a little bit.
You've renamed it Benny's garlic chicken. A TikTok recipe?
Benny's roasted garlic chicken.
You are the worst.
And they had said to all the group, Elizabeth, that's her name. It's my fiance's name. It's fine. Elizabeth asks, hey, is anyone else significant other better at cooking than them? Nobody raised their hands except Elizabeth.
Well, let's see. Yeah, good.
No,
well,
I wish she was better than me than cooking, because then I wouldn't have to cook.
I'm actually concerned for baby girl. Baby girl got to eat this.
I'm done with this. Last thing for you fellas. Vikings at Rams tonight on Thursday Night Football. Upset alert?
Huh?
Upset alert?
Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua back. Upset alert for sure.
You like the Rams?
I wouldn't take the Rams. I wouldn't take either side. But I'm rooting for the Rams for the Packers' sake.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Rams for sure, too. This might be an upset because you have Minnesota has to go a couple time zones over on a short week. You get Cooper Kupp back, maybe Puka Nacua. The Rams can still cook. So I think the Vikings will probably win, but I wouldn't stand here shocked tomorrow if the Rams get the best of them.
They got to go all the way.
To see it.
They got to go all the way to They got to go all the way to L.A. You just talked about it. You get some of your pieces back as well. This isn't a bad football team. Has a good run game. And guess what? On Sunday, the Vikings had a gut punch in that game. And so I think there will be a little bit of a hangover, and they fall and they lose in this game. They get down early, try to come back, but they lose against the Rams tonight.
Brad Nortman time. New partner alert.
Oh, baby. It is my honor and pleasure to tell you guys all, KBN Nation, about Quintessa Aesthetic Center. That's right. Quintessa is your go-to place for all things wellness. I myself and Lexi, we go to the wellness center that Quintessa has in Brookfield, and it is the go-to place for peak performance. Whether you're an athlete like me or just someone that just wants to optimize their health, Quintessa has so many services that you can take advantage of. I mean, we're talking about hormone therapy, IV drip therapy, medical weight loss, anti-aging. There are so many things, even to like an infrared sauna. I mean, there are so many things that Quintessa has to not just, we live our lives and sometimes we just try to get to that baseline of health. You want to feel optimal health, and that's exactly what Quintessa will help you to do. And there's so many ways that they can do it. It's hard to do this on your own, right? But Quintessa offers something to make your life a little bit easier, to make you and help you along to get those personal goals. You can become a wellness member, and through their membership, you have access to their Quintessa nutrition app, which gives you customized meal plans, grocery lists, food trackers, and helps you meet those fitness goals. You can get regular body composition assessments and monthly vitamin shots. Additionally, as a member, 10% off all wellness services. Guys, there are so many things that Quintessa Aesthetic Center will help you with when it comes to your health. Lexi and I, man, we get after all of them. It makes our bodies, our minds, everything feel good to optimize our wellness. Check out my friends at Quintessa Wellness Center in Brookfield and all across Wisconsin. You get a free consultation. They're going to get you a personalized plan to get you right. Visit myquintessa.com/wellness and take charge of your health.
Molly Brown of Jim, Matt, and Molly joins us next for a little crosstalk.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time I ask
wild.
you to do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking so, why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. On this show, it's always football season.
And your argument was that the coaches wanted him to return it.
Yeah, I think,
and he very clearly said no.
They wanted him to take it to the house.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Play the results, are we?
That's what coaches do sometimes, yeah.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
I'm Rick.
I'm Sarah. And I'm Monica.
We're hoping to meet you in Kenosha where I-94 meets Highway 50.
On the southwest corner, you'll see a brand new building. And it's huge.
Kessler's Diamonds is known throughout the Midwest for our amazing selection of engagement rings.
The sparkle of our diamonds. Our lifetime trade-up policy on natural diamond stud earrings.
The construction of our diamond tennis bracelets.
Our incredibly customer-friendly pricing. And the strongest jewelry warranty in the entire world.
She's not making that up. We're famous for our warranty.
Read it to them, Rick.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple. Even if you lose a diamond, including the center stone, we'll replace it. All maintenance is free forever. Yes, it really is that miraculous.
Kessler's is 100% employee-owned. Walk through our doors and you'll be greeted by one of the owners. And we can do whatever it takes to make you happy.
Kessler's Diamonds is at the southwest corner of I-94 and Highway 50 in Kenosha. Come see us.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We've got unbeatable deals on quality boots and apparel to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Like men's Dickies Rugged Flex Pants, $5 off. Shop our new assortment of Brunt work boots in-store now. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. See store for details. Plus, shop unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
There was a new face at Packers practice on Wednesday. Former Jets head coach Robert Salah was in attendance. Salah is set to work with the Packers offense to bring a defensive perspective to that side of the ball. Matt LaFleur said it's going to be a fluid role, and Salah will help the staff throughout the rest of the season in a limited capacity.
I think it's a good opportunity for him to learn and also for him to help us and give us perspective, how teams might see us, how they might defend us. So that's how we're going to use them.
The Packers getting ready to visit the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. Kickoff is at noon.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
First time building your own nest? Call Tri-City. We'll do the rest. Our hometown lenders will put you at ease. Your home building process will be a breeze. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
Joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Molly of Jim, Matt, and Molly 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN Madison. Molly Brown, what's new with you?
Hi, guys. Not too much. What's new with you guys?
Well, Kyle sleeps at his parents' house when his significant other goes out of town.
Oh, wouldn't you love that with your children?
No, you don't.
Yeah, so
wouldn't you love
his baby girl, as he calls her, is on a work trip. So he goes and stays at mommy and daddy's with an overnight bag. Is that weird?
Wait, do you actually?
Yes.
How far do your parents live from you?
About 15, 18 minutes.
Do you just not like being home alone? Are you codependent? Like, how does that work?
This is what it is that I tried with my girl. Yeah, codependent. Yeah, I don't mind that word. But what I found out was when baby girl goes for her work trips and I'm at the house by myself and it's time to go to bed, during the nighttime, I toss and turn. I'm very restless. I wake up in the middle of the night because I have grown accustomed to, in this specific bed, she's right there next to me. I tried it 2 times, and after that, I said, bumps that. I'm going to kick it with my parents, so anytime she goes out of town, I say, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I'm here. And I sleep in the bed that I grew up in, like, since I think
If your spouse did that, what would you say?
Why don't you just fall asleep on the couch with the TV on like a normal person?
Couch isn't comfortable.
I know the couch isn't comfortable, but neither is sleeping at your parents' house in a twin-size mattress, is it?
Queen. It's a queen. What you mean?
Oh, it's a queen.
Wait, I thought you were a middle-class family.
Come on now. Queen-size bed.
So what's your bed at, like, your house? Is it a king then?
It's a queen, but let me tell you this, Molly. You know, that bed, I'm telling you, I had that bed when I think we actually got it my freshman year because I just remember coming home one time like, oh, here's a brand new bed. It has the divot in it that my body just falls right back into, right? Because it's such an old bed. I mean, it's over 16 years old. I just... Dang near 20.
Gotta check that thing for bed bugs.
No, it's clean. My parents got
you gotta flip that a couple times.
Bed bugs. Clean house at the Wallace residence. But literally, that groove is just right there, and I fall asleep like a baby.
Oh my gosh, Brad and Ben, what are your guys' like takes on this? When your significant others are out of town, where are you sleeping? What's the situation look like?
Like normal people, we stay at our own homes. We don't go crying to mommy and daddy to help pamper us.
Yeah, I stay at my own home. I mean, I pay the mortgage. I'm paying the taxes. I might as well sleep there. I mean, I'll have dinner with my parents. I'll enjoy them as I always do. But to stay the night there, Kyle, be the man of the house.
It's a family vacation. It's a mini family vacation. Imagine it being a family vacation.
And Molly, when I asked if we could have a family member on to talk about this, he got really high-pitched because he's scared that his mom and dad would tell the truth about them not wanting him at the house.
My parents are busy, Molly.
Oh, they're busy. Okay, gotcha. I mean, but as a mom, I would love it if my son came home all the time like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I want my personal space, but also
when
like
when
you
they're
can come home whenever.
34-year-old grown men.
Oh, when they are 64-year-old grown men, like my son can come home anytime that he wants.
That's a good mama.
That is an interesting thing that you do, though. I'm not going to lie.
Are you sure that when Kyle walks in the door, they're not just saying, here
damn.
we go, Kyle's back. We're supposed to be empty nesters. Go fly away, son.
Like, damn, he's going to take our whole Costco supply.
And I agree with Ryan here, 800-990-3776. Kyle, you need to get a new bed for your parents' house. 16 years is a long time for a bed.
No, I mean, it's fine. Listen, my parents, I am a replication of my parents. You think they buying a new bed that people barely sleep in?
Are there still posters on the wall from when you were a child?
Oh, they still got stuff up, yeah.
Okay, what's on the wall?
What do your sheets look like? Do they have, like, race cars on them? Are they footballs? what are they?
Kill his ass.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have a race car bed. There's actually a Packer poster.
You still are. You still the dream's still alive.
With Mark Shamor is actually on the poster for the Green Bay Packers.
No way.
Yeah,
cool.
on the right.
You go to sleep with Chewy looking at you?
Chewy was looking at me when I was a kid. So was Brett. Edgar Bennett as well, Robert Brooks, Dorsey Levens.
The grave digger.
I think there's a self-portrait behind me as well in that
A self-portrait?
bed. Yeah, from
what?
From senior year pictures. I think they put the self-portrait.
You naked?
Come on now. Come on now. What type of household you think we ain't freaks like that?
I don't know what's going on in the Wallace household.
You still haven't answered what pattern your sheets are, though.
Oh, Molly, I don't even know. I don't know. They may be race cars. I don't know. Little dinosaurs.
He's hiding something.
No, he's totally hiding.
I literally lay down. The light bulb doesn't. The lamp. The ceiling fan doesn't work. So there's really a lot of darkness in there when I'm laying down.
Molly Brown joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman before her show. Jim, Matt, and Molly. Molly, would anything other than a double-digit win for the Green Bay Packers suffice for you?
I have them winning by 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
I know it feels like a lot. And also, are you guys superstitious at all about the state of Florida when the Packers go there? Because I get very nervous when they go play in Florida.
Well, they won in Miami last year, right?
Well, because Tua got 3 concussions in a game.
Well, what's new?
Yeah, I mean,
shouldn't laugh at
there
that,
might be something to that because I always feel like when they played Tampa when we were growing up in the old NFC Central, they struggled there. Even when I played for the Jags and the Packers came down week 1, we were a 3-win football team. Packers won the division that year. We almost had a chance to win. It was a 1-score game.
Yeah, and I want to say a couple years ago as well when we went down to Tampa. We barely snuck out that win when Aaron Rodgers stood a quarterback. We barely won.
No, the same year that they lost to Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship game, it was a rout in Tampa. Tampa destroyed the Green Bay Packers in 2020.
No, this is like 2022 or 2021. 2021. We went down to Tampa. I remember we went down to somewhere in Florida. I feel like it was a close
Somewhere in Florida.
I thought it was Tampa. I had to look back.
I can promise you that it was not good the same year in 2020 that they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Dating baby girl.
You weren't dating baby girl?
Yeah, it happened when I was dating baby girl.
Well, we all hope Kyle Wallace sleeps really good in his parents' household tonight. Are you? When's baby girl back?
She is back 3 o'clock on Friday.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I'm going back.
Is that something you say to your kids?
No. I don't even want them to think about bed
Molly,
bugs.
I'm going to my parents' house tonight, so I got to worry about it.
Packers lost 38-10 at Tampa that year.
That's what I thought.
Was Ben right?
Yes.
Ben was right.
Thanks, Molly.
Bye, guys.
She'll be on Jim, Matt, and Molly next in Madison. You got the Dam Sports Show in Beaver Dam on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. And, of course, we're here with you till 5 o'clock, leading you into the Homer Hour. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on 94.5 ESPN and live on YouTube in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
They want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah.
It's still slow on southbound on 41 from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. An accident around Silver Spring off on the right shoulder causing some of those delays. We've got more delays going through the Zoo interchange onto 894 southbound and around the hill to eastbound 894. There is another accident right about at Forest Home, adding to those delays. Eastbound 94, we are seeing backups from about Highway 164 all the way to Brookfield Road, and then back on the brakes from 92nd Street through the stadium. Westbound riders, watch for delays from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, increasing clouds, rain likely, some thunder with a low of 49. Tomorrow, chance for early morning showers, then becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
They say seeing is believing. And when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Low energy. Do it again.
Agree.
I actually really like that one. I thought I was like a singer because I was moving my hips.
But you're not.
No. Project, Kyle.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Office Halloween party in approximately 1 hour. Everyone can come along and rate Strofe's conference room that he decorated.
Hold on, it is not open to the public.
That's true.
Is there booze?
Booze? How'd you feel about the finished product? And how long did it take you?
He pocketed profits.
$3 of profits.
That's profit.
Well earned.
Yeah.
Gas money to go to the Halloween store and back.
And probably not.
It's okay. It's not as bad as I expected. And I should make an amendment because I kind of went scorched earth yesterday. I was a little irritated on all the added pressure. I love the idea of this. I just didn't get a ton of help. I got more help than I thought. I had two teammates help me. I thought I was going to be all by myself. And a third teammate from another team that offered their services. So thanks to them.
I know one of your teammates.
Do you?
She says she has to take care of her baby. She's really upset she couldn't make it.
Well, she couldn't make it to decorating either.
According to Kyle Wallace yesterday, he will accept no Jordan Love slander, except for the fact that he was slandering Jordan Love in the offseason.
I was just presenting facts. Maybe I'm the problem.
Here we go. Kyle already backpedaling.
That's not a backpedal.
No, not at all. I was just saying.
He will at some point. I mean, let's all say out loud. Kyle will backpedal from this.
Yeah, I mean, you're defensive back.
It's in his nature.
Pro backpedaler.
Huh.
All right.
No, Division II level backpedaler.
Division 3. Okay, Division 3. Get it right. Duh, baby.
And let's hear from somebody who might be saying something negative about Jordan Love, and that was Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky has some worries about Jordan Love.
And the team is really good, and my fear is, can Matt LaFleur get him to consistently be the ultra-aggressive quarterback that helps their offense, but peel away the trying to do too much part of his game?
And you know, that is a form of aggression, and that is the problem with Jordan Love, and he has to learn to curb his appetite to rely on his incredible arm strength, his super athleticism that he can make any play. Independent
but you
of what
love
the
that
defense
about
is.
him.
You do. It makes him special. The fact that he is an aggressive quarterback is why we talk about him the way that we do. Because he has a healthy amount of aggression. He has to learn to curb it. And I don't know if LaFleur does that with the scheme, but for him, he needs to separate the quarterback he is and the quarterback that the situation calls for.
Quarterback he is versus the quarterback the situation calls for. Is that slander to you?
It is slander. It's slander because they're allowing for what's happening currently in the moment to blind them exactly of the past history of Jordan Love. Jordan Love doesn't have a lot of starts under his belt. He's still a young quarterback in the NFL relative to when it comes to how many games he has started overall in the NFL. But when I look at what Jordan Love did last year, we should use historical context in order for us to evaluate Jordan Love this year. We already know Jordan Love can make some poor decisions when it comes to throwing the football. But what we also know is Jordan learns from his mistakes. And I am confident, which they should be confident, in the fact that he's going to learn to be more to not take as many risks, to not to turn the ball over. Because remember, last year, when he ended the season last year, he was on fire. He had about, I think it was like 5 straight games where he did not throw an interception to end the year last year, right? So Jordan Love progressively got better from the start of the season to the end of the season. So right now, we're seeing that progression of Jordan Love. Are we going to have to live with sometimes Jordan Love making mistakes? Absolutely. But what I have this real good feeling that Jordan Love is the type of quarterback that gets his groove going, right? He gets his swagger going. He gets into his rhythm. He figures everything out, and I think we're seeing the process of him figuring out. Even just last week, though it wasn't, a great interception that he threw, he still reduced it down. He's going from throwing, I think it was 3 in the game against against the Minnesota Vikings, and now we're at 1. I know, we're still throwing interceptions, but I really think that we need to highlight this progress that he's going to make. So yeah, they can sit here and
highlight the progress he's going to make,
and he's making. He made progress.
We got to highlight the progress he's going to make. You're projecting something that we haven't seen.
We saw it last year.
But you just said he's going to make.
Yeah, he is. The same thing.
Kyle's right.
He's going to repeat what he did last year.
Yeah, yes.
No matter what.
No, he's not going to repeat what he did last year. He's going to upgrade what he did last year.
He threw 2 interceptions this past week, by the way. He's getting better. He's
3 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get there. He's going to get there. Some bad ones.
What you said about him being a young, growing, progressing quarterback is the exact reason why you need to be able to critique him and be able to put him under the microscope.
Also
and be
accurate.
hard on a lot of his game, because if you're not doing that, he's not going to progress the way you want him to. If you just sit back and be like, Jordan Love, let's just let him play his game, let him do his thing. You got to be able to put the pressure on him. You got to be able to, refine him to be able to get him to be that quarterback that you want him to be. So
it's the Jordan Love Apologist Hour on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with Kyle Wallace. If you have concerns about Jordan Love, I'd love to hear them because we'll have Kyle Wallace answer to your concerns at 800-990-3776.
I'm just not throwing dirt on his name right now because I know how good he can be. Like, I'm not concerned whatsoever about some of the things that he needs to improve. Yes, there's areas of improvement, but there's no reason for us to talk about some of the negative things when he shows us so much positive. I repeat, when the Packers trailed last week, he was fantastic. Again, the first pass that he threw on the final drive of the game, not the best pass, but what did he do? He settled in, he settled down, and he dinked and dunked his way downfield. Even when he took the shot, he understand what the defense was giving him. I'm not mad that he took that shot that ended up being incomplete in the end zone right before they ended up kicking the field goal. But what did he do after he threw the bad pass? He settled down. That's not something that we saw against San Francisco last year.
Did he settle down when he threw it into the end zone on their game-winning drive? No, that was an ill-advised throw.
It wasn't an ill-advised throw. He read the coverage and he made a deep pass. It was one-on-one coverage, and it was
they were down 2. That was a risky throw.
He was taking a shot. Taking a shot.
No, it's not the time to take a shot down the middle.
He was trying to win a football game. There's no guarantee when it comes to kickers. He might have some PTSD from walking his kickers from the last year.
Ultimate apologist.
What do you mean, ultimate apologist? We sat there and we watched Brandon.
What do I mean, ultimate apologist? You're that.
We have PTSD. If you think we nervous about Anders Carlson in the kicking game that Packers had, imagine being a player on the sidelines. Matt LaFleur was praying for his kicker. So I'm not mad at Jordan Love for saying bumps it. If I can get this touchdown and win this football game, I'm going to take the chance. So again,
we saw interceptions that ended games last year.
It was not a bad decision that he made. Now, was it a risky decision? Yes, but he took a shot based off what the coverage gave.
That feels like semantics.
You're so
do you think that Dan
semantics right now. It's crazy.
Dan Orlovsky's criticism, do you think they're unwarranted?
No, I mean, he can say what he wants to say, but at the end of the day, the positive outweighs the negative for the Jordan Love. So if he wants to just point these things out, he can point them out, but at the end of the day, he knows, just like the rest of us know, that we are watching one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now ball out. By the end of this year, he's going to surpass Baker Mayfield for the lead for passing touchdowns.
Bill chimes in, 800-990-3776. Next, Kyle's going to tell us it's actually a good thing that he's throwing interceptions because it gives our young defense more experience.
Actually,
reps.
I will actually say this. I'm going to say, listen, sudden change. You guys talked about that in football, right, Brad? Sudden change and seeing how a team can react to sudden.
Yeah, sudden change is a thing.
Yeah, but you
want to do that in practice,
but
not in games.
No, but see, this is what y'all don't understand.
Brad.
No, I'm telling y'all, this is, again, when you have a mindset of you know how good your football team is, and every time they get to experience something that is an opportunity for them to grow in a scenario, especially with our defense, the fact that we had sudden change multiple times for our defense last week, whether it's the interception that Jordan Love threw that put them within the 15-yard line, and our defense stepped up and forced them only got a field goal from the Texans. That's good. Whether or not it was the muff punt, which we do not want.
Kyle, I can't sit back and listen
Brad,
to you.
Wait. I'm not sugarcoating. Wait a minute. No, it's not good. We want to eliminate them. But what I am saying, early on in this season,
do you believe what you're saying?
I do, because early on in the season, hear me out.
We're hearing you out a lot. Trust me.
Early on in the season, especially when you get a win, to be able to discover that your defense can get thrown into a situation like that and step up and leave the field when the team starts on the 11 and only come away with 3 points. 3 points, that is sudden change. That is character building. That is also positivity for this football team where they build up their confidence. So, of course, I don't want them to be in those scenarios, but in football, you are going to face those type of scenarios throughout the season. So being able to respond to that and react to that early allows for them to build the confidence saying, listen, we can slow down C.J. Stroud. If the offense messes up, we got y'all. Don't worry, Jordan, we got y'all. And Jordan knows, hey, I messed up. Thank y'all for only leaving 3 on the field. Thank you. So I understand that we don't want to have sudden change in negative ways, but that's going to happen in football. So it was an opportunity for us to discover that the Green Bay Packers defense is getting a little bit better. So again, there was a growth opportunity there.
Listen, there's no. You're doing your best opportunity, your best work to sugarcoat interceptions here, right? Yes, the defense has stepped up in those moments, but that's not a game you want to keep playing, right? You don't want to live dangerously in the NFL because that's what Jordan Love is doing, right? He's living dangerously. In the same breath, in the same drive, he's making magnificent throws that take your breath away, and then throws that are completely unnecessary interceptions. And you just can't keep doing that over a long season in a single elimination playoff format and be able to get the goals that you want to achieve. So I think the criticism from Orlovsky is totally fair. And it provides me a little bit of optimism knowing that Jordan Love is still not playing at his best. He can still play better. He's still on his way. You got guys on the national media saying that he is that kind of quarterback, but he's not playing like it right now in every area. So there are areas of his game he's got to dial in if this is going to be a Super Bowl level team.
Brad, last year the Green Bay Packers had to end their season. They had to win every single game to end their season. They had to beat Carolina. They had to beat Minnesota. They had to beat Chicago. In the games that matter, in the time that mattered for the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love went out there, and Jordan Love was 7 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, and 3-0. And then again, when the Green Bay Packers were trailing against the Texans, anytime they trailed against the Texans, he would play very, very well. And then in the last drive of the game, he got you in a position to win. I'm not concerned about somebody who, when his back is up against the wall, he continues to shine through for the Packers. He's still growing. He's still learning. He's taking the steps in the right direction. We're going from throwing interceptions to end the game against the 49ers to him driving us downfield. I'll take all these small victories as we build this championship contender.
Kyle Wallace, comedian or sports radio host, 800-990-3776. We'll let the big boss be the judge, because coming up next is not an apologist, a guy who keeps it real. What?
Apologist?
That's you.
I'm a realist, baby.
Yeah.
Like an artist.
If it was anybody else
Realism.
not named Jordan Love, you wouldn't feel like this.
Aaron Rodgers, Big Wings the Packer, Brett Favre.
2
Patrick
Hall of
Mahomes.
Famers. 3 Hall of Famers.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes eventually. I feel that way about him too.
Oh, wow.
Way to go out on a limb there.
Quite a Mount Rushmore right there.
Well, that's what Jordan Love.
Mahomes, Rodgers, and Favre.
He's in the same breath as them.
Same breath.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, just a few more Super Bowls for the other guys.
Greg Scalzo, big boss of Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Things still slow on southbound on 41 from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. An accident around Silver Spring off on the right shoulder causing some of those delays. We've got more delays going through the Zoo interchange onto 894 southbound and around the hill to eastbound 894. There is another accident right about at Forest Home, adding to those delays. Eastbound 94, we are seeing backups from about Highway 164 all the way to Brookfield Road, and then back on the brakes from 92nd Street through the stadium. Westbound riders, watch for delays from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Increasing clouds, rain likely, some thunder with a low of 49. Tomorrow, chance for early morning showers, then becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Every big pitch.
It's gone! Francisco Lindor!
Every big hit.
It is gone! Ohtani!
Every big play.
It's gone! It's a grand slam! Thomas!
ESPN Milwaukee is your home for the hottest action on the diamond this baseball postseason.
It is out of here! There's the home run for Judge!
Tune in all postseason long on the way to the Fall Classic, right here on 94.5 ESPN and streaming on the Wisconsin On Demand app.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Brust and Nortman. I love this time of year. Playoff baseball, the start of hoop season, and of course, football. I'm all about watching the action on the gridiron with a carbless in my hand. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with no malt, no carbs, and no sugar. Vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, black raspberry, and lemon lime. And classic cocktail flavors like Paloma or Margarita. Find Carbless at your local grocer and enjoy game day. Carbless. Less is more.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Do we have an example of something going into week 8 where one person can come in and bring that culture? Can you outsource a culture at this point in the season?
No.
Because we heard Aaron Rodgers on with Pat McAfee saying that it starts with him, that he's got to be a better leader and that it's going to start right now. Things are going to change right now. And I keep trying to find an example of a move or at some point in the season where you can outsource a culture and implement it and it actually makes a difference. Of course, you can fire a coach and there's a galvanizing moment. But it seems like the Jets kind of have to start from zero when it comes to really baking that culture, you fired your head coach. There's a leadership void there. Devontae Adams is just surveying the landscape and stepping in where he feels like he can. But I just don't know if at this point in the season you can bring somebody in to implement that.
FX's English teacher.
Every single one of these essays is so bad.
An F? What is this?
With grades like this, I'm going to have to hit the corner, sir.
From executive producers of What We Do in the Shadows.
Who's running the school? Is it us or is it them?
Them.
Go sit next to Tiffany.
She told me it was offensive to learn Mandarin because you're not Japanese.
FX's English teacher is now streaming on Hulu. All new Mondays on FX.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidda. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators...
like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidda and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. ESPN Milwaukee's Big Boss.
Purple's not a freaking color in the rainbow.
The only one who holds Ben accountable.
You're cheating the system. I'm not.
Welcome to Thursdays with Greg Scalzo.
Happy Thursday.
On Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
It is a happy Thursday with Greg Scalzo joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee if you want to see the most handsome guy in the office.
Thanks, buddy.
Remember how to work those buttons? Talking back to Alex Strofe, saying, "Hey, Strophy, look at this guy. He's happy to be on the radio."
Look at that smiling face. I feel bad for him, because he got this big promotion, and I'm happy for him. He's a great, fearless leader that we all need. But you can see the smile on his face that he's happy to be doing radio.
You already trying to get a raise?
6 months to the date. Today is my 6-month anniversary.
Oh, guys,
really?
You should have saw one of our directors of content of Good Karma Brands was in the back production area, and Strofe was producing the show like I had never seen before for those 30 minutes.
And you know what he said when he left? He goes, "Wow, man, you're doing a lot back here. Really nicely done."
Like you can fool the best of them.
Oh yeah, just like you, pal.
Yeah, you learn from the best.
Are these guys
my ways.
way more similar than we ever thought they
we're not so different.
We're not so different.
And like Kyle and I's view's one's on either side. It just feels like there's just a cross section of energy that is just hard to wrap your head around.
It's a lot.
So Kyle Wallace started the show today, Greg, by telling us that because his baby girl, as he
Greg
calls
will love this, I'm sure.
Baby girl is on a work trip. So when
his girlfriend.
Yeah, she's gone. So what do you think I'm doing?
Nothing.
Nope. I'm doing nothing at my parents' house. Going to sleep over there. I don't like sleeping alone.
He goes to sleep at his parents' house while she's out of town.
Why are you staring at me like that, Greg?
Common.
Wouldn't you love
thing.
to be able to go to your parents' house and go kick it?
No.
What?
No, there's nothing better than being truly for a night, right? For a night be just alone, be able to do what you want.
It's comfortable, but it's different without her.
Get you another bed.
No, it's comfortable. It's different. It's lonely without her, man.
Okay.
Am I a simp?
No, I wouldn't go that far. My point is just you know what? You do you, Kyle, but
he's sleeping in his childhood bed with race car sheets.
Do you still have the same room you had as a kid?
It's the exact same room now. It's obviously different with
Mark Shimura's on the posters, looking at him.
Poster of Mark Shimura on the side. Him, Mark, Brett, Edgar Bennett, Reggie White. That's the other one.
I mean,
it's a time capsule.
This could just be a product of Ben and I coming from homes that you want no business walking back into in our childhood. This tells me you had a really happy childhood. You must have a great family that you're willing to be all right, Strofe, I don't even want to get into Strofe, I'm pretty sure his family was on Jerry Springer at some point.
Oh, wow.
And so...
Only 7 divorces.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
but I'm not buying it, Greg, because when I asked, hey, can we get Papa Wallace or Mama Wallace on the phone, he's like, well...
Yeah, but that's a healthy family. He's smart enough to keep him away from this group.
Exactly.
That's fair.
I don't know about Brad. I don't know. Do you still have your childhood home, like your room from where you grew
My
up?
parents still live in the home that I grew up in, but I don't go there to casually sleep. They've actually
Nobody goes over to their parents' house to casually sleep.
So they've said, "Here's all your stuff, Brad. You have a home now to yourself. So here's all your stuff." Repainted the room. Just it looks like just a standard bedroom now. No trace of Brad Norman.
My wife still has her bedroom from when she is very similar, right?
Oh, very love girl. Very love girl.
She would do the same exact thing as you, right? Like if I'm gone for a weekend, she's going to go down to her parents' house and stay there.
Whoa, easy on that.
No, as in like my girl, I got a baby girl. My girl can be a baby girl. Yeah, my girl.
So I understand where you're coming from. I just can't relate to it, I just can't relate to it.
No,
I can understand more. Like it's not just, hey, I want to go have a home cooked meal, go to dinner with my parents, see them,
Oh, no,
and
it's
then
a
go
free
and
food.
sleep in my own bed. Like there's nothing better about going home and sleeping in your own bed.
Nah,
it's an appreciation for your own.
And by the way,
kingdom.
Greg, it's a 16-year-old mattress that his imprinted body fits into.
It might be twin. I'm telling you, my groove is right there. As soon as I roll over, boot right on that left side. Fall right into it. Fall right into it, Greg. I loved it. Like I said, I'm going back tonight. Baby girl's not back till Friday, so going back home.
It just tells me a lot about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I just learned a lot through that one little
What did
fact.
you learn then?
Like you are probably a truly happy person. Like you've got a little bit of brightness in you that was probably muted out of those of us who came
from
more
darkness.
broken homes.
Well, there it is. I'm a happy person. Listen to that. Brad, are you happy?
I'm very happy. I had a great childhood.
All right, it's a happiness off.
I like my own home.
Greg Scalzo joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
Did I just
here.
bring the whole energy down?
No, it's relatable to me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. Me, Strofe, and Greg right now are on the same page, and Brad and Kyle are living blissfully right now.
Yeah, my daddy always said it's cheaper to keep her, so.
That's romance right there. That's romance. Yeah, look at how happy his household is, huh?
Grit
And
your
now
teeth
you guys understand why he doesn't want Papa Wallace or Mama Wallace on the show.
And I said I would love to stay over there and have a cigarette with Papa Wallace in the basement.
To keep her.
That's what it's pretty
So Kyle also,
It's not wrong.
yeah, there's facts in there. Kyle also, where are you on the judgment of significant others cooking? Because he stands over his baby girl, as we've mentioned, and will ask questions about what she's doing. What's that spice? How you doing it?
Well, yeah,
Or give a
your
look.
mom must be a great cook, right? You love your mom's cooking.
I grew up on the cooking.
Yeah, so of course this all makes sense. It all ties into each other. He's basically trying to make sure that his baby girl, as he calls her, gets to that level that he wants to, potentially make her a wife.
I want her to feel like home. She already feels like home.
Yeah,
He's grooming her.
Critical cooking to make her feel like home.
Strong word.
It is a wrong word.
It's too many connotations.
Yeah, exactly.
He's training her.
Well, is this like the old adage of, hey, you want to date somebody like your mom? Is that what Kyle's doing, Greg? And you're very good at psychology, so I'm curious if
I'm
your
not
breakdown
going
on this.
that far. I'm just saying, he clearly has a very strong connection to home. He doesn't feel like his kingdom, his home right now, is up to the level
No.
of.
That's my place. That's my place.
Is it?
Any corner.
'Cause you
is my
leave
corner.
there.
Oh yeah, because I miss her.
You've got expectations, it sounds like.
Don't you?
Yeah, but there's a level
you?
there's a level of decorum and grace that you want to give to your girl, right?
Yeah, I give her grace and decorum and love.
She makes a meal for you. She toils over a meal.
Why do you say
for
it so angrily?
She toils over
Slander.
a meal, and you give I don't know, baby. This isn't very good. You're gonna put that on her. You're not gonna commend her on all of her hard work.
I understand why you eat bland chicken now, because you never set the tone. When wonderful Lexi, your wife, was cooking up the food.
How are you ripping on his wife's cooking? You're saying that his wife makes bland chicken?
You know what I'm saying?
Those are fighting words.
Hey, Greg, they ain't fighting words. They make some bland ass food.
Yeah. Them taste buds just adjusted. She said just a little pinch of spice. You said, well, that's a pinch of spice because I love you. That's what you did.
It's all I need.
I say a pinch. No. We need a shake.
You need marinated and you need spices, right? You need sauce and
Oh, you got that
spices
sous vide yet? You got that sous vide yet?
No.
Oh, that's the next level right there.
We may have to get that.
You really want that flavor right there. That's marinating on steroids.
See, like for this conversation, it kind of stemmed from Kyle judging the cooking. I famously called out my fiance for dry chicken. Is that foul? I feel like I'm doing it because I'm trying to help. So next time I eat chicken, I'm not taking 20 chews at one bite.
Well, it sounds like Kyle's proactively trying to help, and you're reactively judging her food. You're blaming him for standing over her, and he's saying, no, I like it like this, and you're just letting her do all the work, while at the time you were playing Call of Duty, can't do that anymore with a baby.
No.
And then eating it and being like, this isn't good enough. That's a whole different dynamic than if he's in the kitchen with her. Now, do you cook too?
Air fryer.
So no, Greg.
I wouldn't need air fryer.
Yeah, you got to get your hands dirty then. You got to get your hands dirty.
I'll help. We chop up some stuff. I help.
No, that's a backpedal right there.
No, I
Brad
help.
cooks.
A little bit.
No. Man.
We the kings of our castle. We the kings of our castle.
Yeah.
They cook for
No.
us.
Look at these weirdos.
I'll help.
What are we in 1954 right now?
These are the traditionalists of the show.
Archie Bunker, and who's Archie Bunker's friend?
Wasn't it Moving On Up?
George Jefferson.
Yeah, George Jefferson.
Yeah.
Damn right.
The thing is, like, especially early in our relationship, early in our marriage, like if Lexi made a meal that I wasn't that into, I would keep it to myself. I'd happily eat it. Say, baby, thank you so much for all your hard work. This is delicious. I wouldn't go ahead and bury her for putting all that hard work, but not doing enough to make the meal taste great. I mean, what do you do? Are you overt about your criticism? And any sort of meal that's created?
That's a great question, Brad.
As a married man?
Yeah, if it's not great, like I'll say it's not great. Now, my wife, the other way, she'll oversalt things. You know what I mean? So if anything, there's a little too much. But I also do cooking. I also cook as well. I do a little bit of that too.
Yeah, I don't cook like that.
We know,
Mr. Air Fryer.
But baby girl, I want to put it out there. Baby girl can cook because the story ends.
I love
baby girl. Baby girl. No, baby girl can cook because the story ends.
You
this
sound
way,
like you've been in the doghouse and you're trying to get out.
No.
He's trying to proactively get out because he catches himself sometimes on the air.
I'm being very honest. I told y'all this. I ate it for lunch today. Baby girl was cooking and she put some taco seasoning on some chicken, and I'm like, "That's it for seasoning?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said,
"But you hear that? That's it for seasoning?"
Yeah, these prodding questions, right?
I prodded, and guess what? She did it. She said, "Let me cook." I said, "Okay." And at the end, it was finger licking good. It was so good. I'm still eating it today. And guess what? One of our co-teammates upstairs, Lance Davis, he walked by. He said, "That smells good. What is that?" I said, "That's baby girl chicken." I'm telling you, it's delicious. So I can give credit where credit is due.
If it's not good, I'll tell her it's not good.
As you should. That's trust.
Yeah,
and being honest.
Trap game for the Green Bay Packers. They take care of business against the lowly Jags.
I mean, it's the Jags. Sorry, Brad, but it's
I'm
the
right
Jags.
there with you.
Like, it's a trap game to me is more of like a middle of the road team.
That's what I've been saying.
It's hard to blow it against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, fair enough there.
They do have a little bit of talent, but they're broken. They seem like a broken team.
So
like you can
dysfunctional.
You can smell the death on them.
I feel like a team that if you get up on them too, they'll probably just roll over.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think if the Packers find themselves in a close game in the third quarter, then I'm like, oh, this has not gone according to plan. Even in a win, I won't feel good about it. They should go out there and take care of business pretty quick.
800-990-3776. Dave from Aaron says, "Tell Greg I say hi and always still listening because Strofe does a great job." Raise time.
How much you pay that guy for that?
He is Dave from Aaron. He's just texting that.
How'd you know? Additionally here, Greg, as I want to give you the opportunity, have I done anything stupid that you like to share to the audience? I think I'm a good boy.
I think you've been good. We haven't spent enough time together recently.
I tried shrimp for the first time.
Oh, he did try shrimp for the... Well, actually, let me ask you guys this.
Wait, what are y'all saying, shrimp?
Yes.
I said I was allergic to shellfish my whole life.
You thought you were allergic?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
who told you this lie?
All right, so Ben's mom is allergic to shellfish.
Correct.
So Ben just naturally grew up and, I don't know if he actually believed it, but he used this as an excuse to not branch out on his food. So he didn't eat fish, and he definitely didn't eat shellfish.
Oh, wow.
But I'd die.
And so then he eats, we have a couple of cocktails out for his birthday dinner, one of 7 birthday celebrations Ben Brust had for age 33.
And none of us were invited.
And then... So we go, there's actually a lot from that weekend I can dig into. So then we go, we're having a few drinks, and Ben's like, I'll try shrimp for the first time, chest out, like everybody. And then his wife or girlfriend, fiance, is all excited, and she's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's feeling himself. The shrimp arrives at the table, and he takes a little nibble, and he's like, "I just want to eat a little bit and see if I die real quick."
Oh,
he eats a little bit, and then he finishes one shrimp. He's like, "That's all I'm gonna have because I want to make sure I wake up and I feel okay tomorrow."
And I did.
Way.
Oh wow!
Even though the guy's never had any reason to believe he's allergic.
You're
to
not
shellfish.
allergic to shellfish.
I know that now because I've tried it.
Yeah, what's kind of weird about that? That's like when, people tell people things growing up that are lies and they live their life as a lie.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
Can't turn the light on in the car back seat.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a good one.
I thought I was allergic to lotion, so I don't put lotion on my face to this day.
Why?
I don't know. My mom told me, "Hey, you can't don't use Vaseline. Don't use lotion. You're allergic to lotion." I said, "Okay." So now,
but you put lotion on your body.
I put bingo. I still to this day.
Is he as happy and is this household as good as we think it is?
I think the fact that he's choosing on a night he could do anything to go back and sleep in his childhood room, he yearns for that.
Yeah.
Nostalgia right there.
Well, I do want to check.
Strofe would rather lock himself in a closet,
Oh, you didn't do that as a kid, did you?
Yeah, you sure did.
It's actually funny you say that because growing up,
stop fighting.
So my dad and his third wife, which he is still with, had a duplex, and my brother, who's 4 years older than I, shared a room, and in the room was a walk-in closet. We made the walk-in closet like the gaming area. So yeah, I would hang out in the closet. That's where I recorded my first podcast 15 years ago.
See, I got to read on Strofe. Brust was forced to climb into his attic to pull out a fake Christmas tree every Christmas.
That is true.
It's why he resents Christmas to this day. It's why he doesn't
Christmas
like
is kind of overrated.
Yeah,
somebody said Happy Holidays to me today. Way too early, right?
Yeah. Did they mean Halloween?
No, they meant Christmas.
Who?
These books.
I was at a Christmas cookie tasting.
Wow.
And they spelled his name wrong.
Glad to see you're working hard, Strofe. So much for that raise.
Representing Good Karma Brands, but taking second place in the
We don't do
Energies
second
cookie
place.
contest. Brad only strictly does second place.
I was very proud of the second place finish.
You're
very
part of
proud.
this too?
Oh, no, I didn't go.
No, he just finished second place every stage of his life. AFC Championship, Super Bowl, Rose Bowl, State Championship.
Not WBA though.
Our poll.
Greg, you want a cookbook?
No, thank you.
Yeah, he's better without it. Our poll today, Greg, do you sleep better alone or with your significant other in bed, is matching the divorce rate of America. It is 50-50, alone versus together.
Where are you at?
I'm together. I don't sleep as well without baby girl.
Well, we know Kyle's answer.
Hell yeah. Bring her. I'm
Brad?
Together.
Not
even
Greg?
close.
Silence is deafening.
The fifth.
We know the answer to that.
Yeah, well, he also sleeps like 2 hours with his young daughter to help her go to bed.
Well, the problem is when I put my daughter to bed, and I end up falling asleep half the time, right? Nights are lights are off, read the book, and then I'm laying down, and it's like 9 p.m. and wake up all of a sudden it's 11:30.
Damn, we ran out of time. I really wanted to get Greg's take on the Jordan Love apologist that Kyle Wallace has been.
Oh, stop it. He knows Jordan.
What apologist?
I'm not an apologist. I keep it real.
He can do no wrong.
I can't ask him to hang around. He's a busy man.
I didn't say that on the air.
I know you didn't, but I'm bringing that to the air because I'm
Greg,
telling
can you
everyone
hang
why
around
you
or no?
It's up to you guys.
Oh, wow. Clear schedule. That's because that damn Halloween party. You ain't got no meetings because there were people upstairs decorating rooms and getting stuff ready.
Let's get to the Halloween party next.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
Yeah,
taking notes over there.
Taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler,
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Still dealing with an accident on 894 eastbound right about at Forest Home. It is getting hooked up to a tow truck and getting out of there soon, but the damage is done. We got backups all the way back through the hail, all the way up to the zoo interchange. So be prepared for a slow ride. On the eastbound side of 94, we're seeing backups from the zoo all the way through the stadium. The westbound side's backed up as well from about 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And southbound 43, you'll be on and off the brakes basically from Hampton all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Doesn't really start to let up till you get past the KK River. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Increasing clouds, rain rain likely, some thunder possible, a low of 49. Tomorrow, a chance for early morning showers, then becoming mostly sunny, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
We all have someone we know or love that has been affected by some form of cancer.
No matter how well you love and support them and try to be there for them, you can never really know what a person is feeling after hearing the words, "You have breast cancer."
Only another person that has been through this experience can really understand what it feels like.
ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis, is a Milwaukee-based organization known around the world.
When someone calls ABCD, they are matched with a mentor who is a breast cancer survivor of similar age and had the same type of breast cancer who can provide hope when people need it the most.
Kessler's is excited to announce that we've designed a new Hope Pendant for 2024 to honor breast cancer patients, survivors, thrivers, and caregivers.
100% of the net proceeds, along with an additional donation from Kessler's, will support ABCD when you purchase a symbol of hope.
You can find a link with more information about ABCD, along with the new 2024 Hope Pendant, starting at just $75 in sterling silver and $500 in gold, online at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, this is ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta. Guys, let's talk about something important. You. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa is here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step towards a more confident you.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We've got unbeatable deals on quality boots and apparel to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Like all Wolverine work boots, 20% off. Shop new fall styles of men's and women's Ariat workwear and accessories in-store now. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. See store for details. Plus, shop unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland. Now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Guys, let's be honest. We like simple stuff. We like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated and uncompromising. Like an award-winning men's grooming experience from Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek on Howell Avenue, just south of Putes Road. Open 7 days a week, even Sundays. Walk in anytime, and before you know it, our talented stylist will bring you back to a simpler time. A time when you were handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek on Howell Avenue, just south of Putes Road. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, a little throwback Grateful Dead Thursday here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, paying homage to Scalzo and Brust, which no longer exist, but we have the Scalzo with us still. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophy running the show, and Greg Scalzo, the big boss of Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, with us. Now, Kyle's been being a real big baby, and as someone who loves office productivity in Greg Scalzo, Kyle, how do you feel like the office productivity's been with this Halloween party we got at 5 o'clock that everyone's been preparing for?
Slowed. I'm not gonna. It's been. I would say the morale in the office is high, but productivity can't be where it typically is or where we want it to be, because we have goals, don't we? And understand we want to have
don't we?
We want to have fun and you want to build up, morale. But Greg,
you say distracted?
You're distracted. I don't want to be a snitch, but my team's messaging has not been focused on, hey, we have this partner, or hey, we have this. It's been focused on, oh, I'm going to bring the corn stalks, or oh, we meet for this, and I'm like,
Kyle, at least some people are participating for your team.
Yes,
Wait, who's the captain of your team?
That would be me.
Oh, all right. So you should be motivating your team to participate.
Take the lead.
Yeah.
You're the leader.
You should be shaming them like I've been shamed.
Well, Ben is a member of my team. How much have you participated?
Me and 6 others out of 10 sent him money.
That's
our way
accurate.
of...
you and one other have sent me money.
That's it?
Oh, wow.
6 people offered. I only took 2 people up on it.
For all the lunches I bought you couldn't have said, hey, keep it.
Hey, if you
You
can't
gave him a singular dollar bill.
Nah, I sent him 20.
All right.
Yeah,
20?
21 total, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Greg, but I'm out here, Mike. I'm out here in my
Third of what
yard.
Scafidi sent.
Oh wow! I'm out here in my yard grabbing sticks at 7:00 in the morning before work.
What do you mean sticks?
Yeah, what do you mean sticks? Yeah, exactly, Greg. I'm out here
confused.
Legitimately, my girl was going out of town, and I'm like, okay, it's a great reason to go to my parents' house. But I was asked to get Halloween stuff, and I don't have any Halloween stuff at the crib because I really don't do the Halloween, and our stuff is up. So I said,
so you're not going to deal with trick or treaters?
We are, okay? I'm the man of the house, but the man of the house has to also listen to the queen of the house, and so I'll be giving people candy. But I had to go to my parents' house.
It's a weird way to put all that.
Yeah, I know. But I had to go to my parents' house because I had to get some decorations for our party, and then I was asked to get
He went to his
sticks.
parents' house for decorations for today.
I had to go get sticks, and my parents have a whole bunch of trees in their backyard where it's easier to find loose sticks. So I find myself listening to the morning show while I'm outside grabbing sticks from my dang yard. And my phone fell out my dang pocket. I didn't notice.
What are the
So I
sticks
drive
for?
I don't know. We're in the forest. I don't know.
Did you have something that happened to you bad on Halloween growing up?
Yeah, the bad memory.
I'm realizing, because it takes me back to grad school, and I'll never forget my professor said, Kyle, so what do you do for fun? Like, do anything? I said, no, I'm here to work. I'm here to get a degree and go. She said, well, you got to have some type of outlet. I said, for what? I don't know these people.
I think you just talked your way into being team lead of.
Hell, but it'll be the worst team. I'm telling you this now. Don't make me team lead.
Hey, I'd be giving you a run for your money.
I'll argue. I would say yesterday at 5 o'clock, we had more people in the office than we have had in the office maybe in the last year.
Oh.
So as much as you're saying productivity's down, I saw more teammates still around after 5 o'clock yesterday than I have in a long time.
Good. Morale is great.
Where do you value morale versus goals?
Right. I'm just curious as a team captain. Was there anybody on my team that maybe was missing that you may be sitting directly next to? I'm just wondering.
Brust?
I was at Potawatomi Casino Hotel and had the weekly wager at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but our show ends at what time?
5. I came back.
The other show starts at what time?
6.
And there's 1 hour in between. How long does it take to get to Pato from here?
8 minutes. I did it.
There was traffic.
I was
traffic.
I was on air with Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris.
I sent you money.
I sent my team money, and I was still on a ladder yesterday helping to decorate a room.
You sure were.
You know?
You're the leader of the office.
I'm not coming to Greg.
So we're doing this. So are we doing this again next year, Greg?
All right, so do you think, the real big boss? The real big boss.
Yeah, what did he say?
He started this whole tradition when we moved in here.
Wow.
That's tough to undo.
So you want to talk
you're calling out Sunday Karma.
You can go ahead and do it. I actually think this is the one thing the office actually does together the entirety of the year. How many people, part of the goal, I will say, these teams, this idea of the teams and getting the different teammates there
I wanted to
was my idea because I think that there's a lot of teammates that Kyle Wallace doesn't even know their name, that Alex Strofe doesn't even know their name, that Brad Nortman doesn't even know their name, that Brent Brust doesn't even know their name. So you know what? If anything, you'll get to know somebody that you didn't know before. It should make us a better, stronger team.
Brad, did that work for you?
What's that?
Who's on your team?
What did you do for your team?
Teammates.
Brad,
Give me 5 teammates.
Give me 2 teammates on your team.
I know. I can give you 2.
Give me 5.
Jackie and Maggie. And they're killing it. They're killing it. I'm telling you. Like, they have spearheaded this. There's a few others.
They're killing it.
Spearheaded it. I'm like, you go. You go.
Did you tell them that?
Have you contributed
I'm telling
at all?
them right now. Right now.
Have you contributed at all?
To be honest, no. Nobody has requested my services.
You ever bring no candy?
Did you hear they tried to trade me?
I don't believe in that candy.
Yeah, you're too healthy for. Yeah. Nobody's gonna eat your sugar-free candies you brought in.
I should have gotten healthy candy. That's a mistake by me.
You got next year because I guess we're doing it again next year.
Yeah,
because it worked so well that he got to meet so many of his teammates.
I'm proud of my team's work. And I'm proud of my team.
Brick by brick.
I'm
and
proud
you know
of
what?
my team.
You're going to have all these kids there tonight. They're going to be all like
I'm excited,
and people are going to,
Oh, look at you now. They're playing it all damn week. You're such a fraud.
That part is
the
great.
party is great. The build-up was stressful. I had to email a teammate saying, listen, all this is making me very overwhelmed. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to do this for you. I'm sorry.
I just remind everybody that Kyle is a manager at this company.
He's overwhelmed by somebody asking him to get sticks to bring into the office.
That's true. It sticks. I was out there like I was a kid playing with
Well,
sticks.
he almost got to it. What you were going to say was you dropped your phone and then you drove away.
Yeah.
And that's really why you're upset about this whole Halloween thing.
I was already
If you
upset.
didn't leave
That
your
was-
phone, none of this would come out.
The phone thing is what put me over the top because I said I lost my phone outside and I got to go look for it. Ask my mom, can you call my phone? Can you call my phone over some dang sticks?
Hey, happy Halloween to the KBN
Nation. Yes, and now we have people that are looking to apply for Good Karma Brands based off our conversation.
Great.
Team morale and recruitment is up here after this segment.
Email bbrust at goodkarmabrands.com.
That's an automatic forward to our big boss. Brian Balaga, he talks Packers, not office parties, next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to the College of Letters. Jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put two and two
I got it. I could not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnover.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you two, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this fall? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Whether you're hauling, towing, or just plain trucking, it's Truck Month at Ewald Automotive Group. Shop hundreds of the toughest trucks from Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Ram with payments as low as $299 per month or financing as low as 0%. All backed by the Ewald exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Going on now while supplies last.
Go to EWaldAuto.com.
On select models with approved credit. See dealer for details. Offers expire month end.
Are you looking for a reliable ride? I've got you covered. It's ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta. I use AccuTrans Group for my private transportation needs during the college football season. AccuTrans is a veteran-owned business dedicated to providing unmatched corporate, personal, and event-related transportation that you will use again and again. From corporate travel and weddings to group events, AccuTrans Group caters to every occasion. Booking is easy, safe, and dependable. Visit AccuTransGroup.com to get a quote or to book a reservation today for reliable and safe transportation.
Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 million users. Mark Tauscher here, excited to tell you all about Prize Picks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. All you do is pick more or less on a 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the Prize Picks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. Sign up today. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Calling all green and gold fans. Ditch the stress and ride in style to Green Bay with the Milwaukee Broadhouse. With round-trip rides starting at $85 per person to every home game, you can enjoy all you can drink on the bus. No need to worry about traffic or parking. Milwaukee Broadhouse even has a private restroom on board. Upgrade your experience with an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for $30 more. Don't miss out. Secure your seat now at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Let's make every game day legendary.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucs fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I've got some famous friends you probably never
Joining
heard
Kyle,
of.
Brust, and Nortman is Brian Balaga, the future Packers Hall of Famer. That better happen. If it doesn't, we boycott. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofer on the show. What's up, Brian? Check 1 2, check 1 2, Brian. 87543, Brian. Strofe got a little slap happy in the break.
I had him
talking with the boss and the big boss, doing a lot.
He was dressed up like a latte.
Who Brian D, content director.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there he is.
What up, Brian?
How we doing?
Doing good. Glad to have you, and we will make sure you get in that Hall of Fame. Okay?
No, thank you. I mean, it's I appreciate it, but let's let it happen naturally. Time will eventually. Hopefully, I'll get that honor. So it's no rush for me right now. Just let it. Whatever happens, happens.
So I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, and I've been wrong with this because I know you treat the NFL with the utmost respect and how hard it is to win football games. But I do believe in Brad Nortman's statement that it would be a disappointment if this team does not win by double digits. I know how hard it is to win by double digits. The Jaguars are 30th in pass defense. They've given up the most pass touchdowns in the NFL, and Jordan Love is a pass touchdown machine. Am I asking too much?
No, I mean, listen, it is hard to win by double digits in the NFL, but this is like that type of game. It was very similar to the Rams that I think at least when I watch the game, I want to see a certain play style. Like I want to see that same mentality that they had against Houston and do it against Jacksonville. Every game has to be treated the same. So I'm hoping their level of focus, their level of intensity, and execution, everything is the same as we saw it against Houston, because these are the type of games that if you let a team like Jacksonville hang around too long, they could bite you. So like you got to get on them early and take the hope away. And if you do that, then yeah, I could see it being a double-digit type game.
Brian, what was your reaction to Robert Salah unofficially joining the Packers staff? We don't have anything, like I said, official at this point, but he was wearing the G at practice today. So
it's official. He's a consultant.
He's officially a consultant. There you go. So what's your take on a new voice and a new mind joining the coaching staff at this point in the year?
Oh, I think it's great because Salah, this is his defense. Like he is very knowledgeable about this defense. I'm not saying Heffley needs any help, but like one of the guys that was very successful at running this defense and every stop he's made, to have him on staff right now and be able to give feedback and coaching points and watch tape and break things down is huge. Because regardless of what you thought of him as a head coach, like he's a hell of a defensive coordinator. That defense was always good under his time with the Jets and obviously the 49ers and all that. So great move for LaFleur being able to get him in and have him help out for the remainder of the way. It could be a big get for the Packers.
Are you concerned at all with Jordan Love? Because for me, I'm at the point where I'm not taking any more slander. So is there anything for us to really be concerned about? Because don't you feel like Jordan Love is just going to find it and get it right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about Jordan Love at all. I just think there's some things, like I've said, he needs to clean up, and he knows it. And LaFleur and Tom Clemens, those guys are going over all that. Like, that's something they're talking about. That's like the decisions that led to a pick. They're not just brushing those under the rug and moving on. They're talking about it. And I think this is only going to get better for Jordan Love as the season goes on. I mean, he's still technically actively recovering from a knee injury as he's playing. So like he's getting used to everything and still kicking off some rust from his time, that he missed. So I'm not concerned about him at all. He's probably the guy I'm least concerned about at this point because he's so productive and he does so many good things that he cleans up one or two plays. And we're talking about like a perfect passer rating and all those things. So I'm not worried.
Talking with Brian Balaga here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman before the Homer Hour, and you just wrote my next question for me. Who are a couple guys you are concerned about through the 5-2 start?
Well, I mean, it got a little bit better, especially from the defensive line standpoint. We saw Rashawn Gary have a big game against Houston, and he was all over the place. Like he was making Stroud's life miserable. And so he was someone I was concerned about. Then he has that type of game. And as long as he maintains that level, right, and that type of performance, I mean, geez, he can put up some numbers. So it was him. And then, I'm concerned about what's going on at right guard and this rotation that's been going on. And it may seem minor because Sean Ryan took majority of the reps and Jordan Morgan only took, I think, 13 or 14 reps. But before that, in the press conference, Steno said they need to get Jordan Morgan on the field because he's that talented. Well, the only thing that I find a little, not confusing, but I'm a little taken back by is because Sean Ryan's been playing good football. So to rotate a guy when he's playing good, that's tough. And what that could potentially mess with the chemistry with the guys up front, especially if Sean Ryan is someone that's playing at a high level, which he has been. So that's something that I'm certainly going to be paying attention to as the weeks go on here is how many reps is Jordan Morgan getting and how many reps is Sean Ryan getting? How are they both performing? Because if Sean Ryan continues to perform really well, I don't understand what the rotation is about. So
first round draft pick.
No, hey, listen, I'm all about it, right? Like he's got to show what he can do, but just because he's not in a rotation doesn't mean he's not going to be a good player in a year or two, right? Like everyone's got to wait their turn. Most of the time, everyone's got to wait their turn. And if you are rotating at right guard when Sean Ryan's playing well, it just doesn't make a ton of sense. Now, Sean Ryan made mistakes in the game, and when I mean play well, I mean he's playing at a consistently high level, series in and series out. Everyone has mistakes. If he was having bad games and stretches of bad games and big periods throughout a game that is really bad, I'd understand the rotation. But right now, I'm a little confused by it. So that'll be what I'm paying attention to.
Brian, real quick before we let you go, a lot of fanfare is made about a southern team going north and playing in the cold. What's it like from a cold weather team going south and playing in a place like Jacksonville when they haven't experienced 80s in like 2 months?
In 30 seconds.
I don't like it. It's not good. It's not fun to play in. I'd prefer 20 degrees all day over 85.
That's an Iowa boy.
I'll just put it that way.
That's that thick, tough mentality from our guy, Brian Balaga. You're going to hear Brian next on the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 with Homer, I believe. I haven't seen him. I'm sure he'll be here. Next.